Welcome. You have activated all systems. Deactivation is not an option. The end is where we begin.
Morgan's going to fake it to Hooks. He's going to roll out to his right. Misses the tackle, puts it deep.
Oh, look at this.
And complete to number 25.
Aaron
Down
rolling.
to 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown.
There you go.
Pinnacle. All day.
Run, Brian, run.
Nope, there it is. Seven,
Boom.
There's Gillis Ross.
Oh my God! Goodness! Wow! One-handed, incredible.
That is one of the greatest catches I've ever seen.
Raise your hand if you hear me. Okay, I'm gonna go down and get another read. You're the only camera that's like it back.
He's a weapon. He's got those ankle breaker moves. You guys saw him up close in practice many
I've been
times.
a victim to him many times.
Yeah, I've been a victim.
I saw it both with you guys, and don't feel bad. You're in good company with everybody else. I'm with Jutnan, who was a running back last year, and now he's going to be on the linebacker side. He's ranked number 88 in the state in terms of top prospects. Kid's a pure athlete.
Yeah, almost a workhorse too. We used to do Pacers last year, and the more we do him, the more he'd speed up. He's a crazy kid, great kid, and excited to see him play.
Braden, that's a great point because that if you watch Omlik play, he gets stronger in the third and fourth quarters.
Yeah, doesn't quit.
He had some huge runs against Chandler in the regular season last year to break off, I think, 2 long TD runs. So I'm excited to see him on the defensive side of the ball. Great athlete.
Sure. He the few times he played defense last year, he filled those holes really fast, shut the play down.
Absolutely.
He's a really smart kid.
So we've got also in our junior class, we have some kids that are ranked pretty high. This is really strange, folks. Our backup quarterback is J.D. Johnson. He's ranked 25th. He's already got an offer from Arizona and I think CU. He happens to play behind the number 1 quarterback in the country, Spencer Rattler. So just briefly, you get Brian Lewerke, who's now at Michigan State, who's a Heisman dark horse candidate. You get Spencer, number 1, and J.D. What's in the water up here with quarterbacks? I don't get it.
I truly don't know, but J.D., being behind the number 1 quarterback in the nation, it's tough as, a player to do that. But he's doing something right. He has an offer from Arizona. He has an offer from CU. He's doing something right.
He's a heck of a quarterback. I've seen film on him on YouTube. I mean, he can flat out ball.
When we were coaching him in festival at Explore, And us coaches, we were sophomores, and we saw him. We said, "This kid's he's special."
Yeah, if you got an aspiring quarterback, move to North Phoenix, folks.
Yeah.
The water will help. I don't know what it is, but in addition, Tosh Baker is the starting left tackle, and he's ranked number 76. He's already got a basketball offer from NAU. Tall kid, also a good. By the way, we're right next to the speakers, so if it sounds like we're front row in a rock concert, we kind of are, folks. So you see the Pioneers coming out on the field. Big test tonight with Perry. Perry took second in state last year, and they took Chandler, who's now ranked 8th in the country, top-ranked team in Arizona, to a 49-42 battle. Pinnacle has never played Perry. This is a first, so it should be good. They're loaded. They've got D1 offers all over. Some kids we're going to have to really stop tonight. Their tight end, wide receiver, is Kyle Patterson. He's got offers at Oregon State, South Dakota State, Syracuse, Air Force. They've got a huge left tackle that we're also going to have to really watch, and I think he's a 275-pound kid. Now, Perry did lose their top receiver to a knee injury, unfortunately, to start the year, and he's out for the season. But without further ado, here's your Pioneers, folks, coming through. Missed that, boys?
Most definitely. Reminiscent.
Chills.
I see some goosebumps over here on some arms. Absolutely. Well, let's go into the starting unit a little bit, folks. Right before kickoff, we got about a minute. Spencer Rattler is going to be your quarterback. What else can be said? There's a reason he's the top-ranked QB in the country. Matt Goodlow, Jr. this year, earned the starting running back. And from what I hear, this kid is a beast.
Absolutely crazy. Doesn't stop moving his feet. He has a big, long stride, and before you know he's gone. It's awesome.
Yep. Caleb Covington, number 1, who played tailback last year. He's moved more into a slot arrangement this year. They had to figure out a way. How can we get Caleb and Goodlow on the field at the same time? They did exactly that.
I think that's a great move.
Oh, wonderful move. Number 21, Jacob Brady, another kid that I know. He was a D-back with you a couple of years ago. Jacob's went over to the offensive side of the ball. He's a great possession receiver. He's a gamer. He's what I like to call a gamer. So he's going to be good. Jack Jepson comes back. Played extensive on varsity last year with 30 balls. Marcus Libman. Now, I'm not as familiar with Marcus. Braden, you probably know him better than I do.
So I know Marcus really well. He's 2 lockers down from me last year, but he's a really good kid, and he's a really good athlete too. He played on that state championship basketball team we had last year.
There you go.
And he's just a stud. If you watch any of Spencer's highlights from the summer, he's got all the catches and all the deep balls. Instead of throwing it to Hayden Hatton now, he's throwing it to Marcus Libman.
Yep, and he's 6 foot 170. I've heard great things from him. Quentin Powell. Now, there's a kid that we all know very well.
Most definitely.
Q's been up on varsity for 3 years. By the way, we call Quentin Q. So when you hear us talk about Q the entire game, that's number 23, folks. 5'8", 160, and I'm safe to say he is the fastest kid on the field.
Oh, most definitely.
I mean, he's the number 1 shutdown corner, and he does returns as a receiver. He's so dynamic.
He's just an all-around player.
Shane Sunday, this kid's a junior. He was one of the few sophomores that got a lot of playing time last year. We've got our team captains. He's our tight end, by the way. Look for him. Team captains are Spencer Rattler. That's number 2, folks. You've got number 25. That's Amwick Juntman we were talking about. Number 70, the big boy up front, and that is Matt Mickelson, the center. 6'2", 265, and an athletic 265.
Athletic. Reminds me of Ben Thomas, used to play here.
Yeah, there's the great traditional lineman coming through. And then they got 23. There's Q as the team captain. Trying to get some numbers. You got some numbers on the Perry team captains, guys? I see number 70 there. That would be Joshua Emerine. 55. Who is that? That's Hayden Patterson. And let's see here. Number 85. Got to flip the page. That would be Jackson Bueller. And number 41, that's their stud linebacker, if memory serves. That's Jaden Combra, defensive end, actually. So, folks, we're going to have the national anthem, and then we'll be right back with you. Boy, they do such a great job through the years with the national anthem. I'm going on my 7th year of broadcasting, folks. I had 1 year where I got to coach and be on the sidelines and see the inside of the program. But through the years, there's just been some amazing singers that they get here. So let's go back a little bit to your starters, folks. We haven't gotten yet to the offensive line. Coach Burke, in his 11th year, is an incredible coach, an offensive line coach. And this year's squad, they average 276 pounds across the line. So what happens when you get the top-ranked quarterback in the country and then, oh, let's throw on a 276-pound line? Expect fireworks, folks. They're all good. Left tackle's Tosh Baker, left guard Mickelson, Adam Verbalitis, your center. Right guard number 60 is Adna Oda. He's 350. He's not the refrigerator. He's the kitchen. And we've got right tackle Dylan Milbreth, a great player at 6'4", 260. Pioneers are going to be kicking off to start here, guys. Yep. And to kick for the, in fact, you know this kid, Braden, the kicker?
Malbic, yep.
Malbic, and heard great things about him.
I've known him since I was in kindergarten.
Oh, well, there you go. And the kickoff's going to go up. This is going to be returnable, taken to about the 6-yard line. Goes over to the left. There's a little bit of a hole up the middle, and nice taken tackle. Down. Great tackle at the 28. Who was that? Good stick.
Looked like Clay Zuppke.
Was that Clay?
Yes, sir.
Ah, little Brill got the opening tackle. Will Zuppke, his older brother, is up next to me in the booth here. So you have two coaches that are Zuppkes and now Clay with a great stick. So here comes Perry, second-ranked team in the state.
Defense first. Coach really loves this. Wants to set the tone early.
Absolutely. A lot of weapons, though, folks. They've got a lot of weapons. Big test for the Pioneers. Second toughest team we play all year, according to Match Craps. So that's Purdy in the shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff, roll over to his right. It's complete for a quick gain, maybe about 7 yards. Who was that on the outside? Do you get a number there, guys, on the tackle? Number 20?
28.
That's Crawford, Trevor Crawford. Crawford and Zuppke, both good safeties. They helped lead the JV squad to an undefeated team next year. So that's going to leave us with a 2nd and 3 from the 37. Purdy in the shotgun. Going to motion over to the left. Now another motion, a jet sweep over to the left-hand side. Good job stringing it out. Great support coming up from, was that Bryant, number 11?
Yeah, Bryant came up, he filled the hole, he made him cut back, and then the rest of the team followed. It was a great play.
So Andrew, as a former safety, when you see that jet sweep coming, you remember that, right? You get shot out of a cannon and you have to turn it to the inside.
I remember taking on those blocks so Andrew could make that tackle right there. It was perfect.
My man.
All right, so brings up a 3rd and 3, big third down for the Pioneers in the traditional 4-3 look. We're going to motion over to trips. Purdy in the shotgun, single back. And it looks like we may be looking at a play change here. They do like to throw the rock. Purdy's older brother was Brock Purdy last year, who shattered some state records. Purdy's going to roll to his right. He's going to keep it himself, and he's got first down yardage past the 40 up to the 45, still on his feet out to the 47.
So play by the quarterback.
So the QB that you're watching is Chubba Purdy. He's a junior, 6'2", 205. And again, his older brother was just a stud last year.
Yeah, most definitely. #1 quarterback in the state, I believe.
Yeah, well, in terms of yardage, yeah, he shattered the record. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Perry at their own 48. Another jet sweep. And again, defended pretty well. Bryant's in on the tackle and a whole host of Pioneers. You guys catch the others there?
Yeah, 25, Almalik jumped in. He did a great job sealing the edge, making a cut back. Zuppke likes to focus on containment, make the running back cut back, and where the rest of the team is following, get a gang tackle in.
Well, we've got an injured Perry Poom on the field. And folks, when you listen to the broadcast tonight, Braden has a background playing defensive end, so he's going to be helping to kind of explain what's going on in the trenches a little bit. And Andrew was a receiver and a safety, so he's going to be looking to see what's going on in the secondary to kind of get us. But it's going to leave a 2nd and 9, excuse me. Catch a number, guys, on who's down there for Perry.
I believe 62.
Well, this will give us a little bit of a chance to talk about the Pioneers on defense. A defensive tackle this year, number 71 is Drew Archer, 6'1", 250, so good sized kid. Braden, I know he saw some action last year when you were there.
He came up late in the season, did a great job for us, filling the hole.
Okay. Big Sam Akwabu, 6'1", 280. Also, that's a kid that can plug up a hole.
When he stays low and he wants it, can't stop him.
So he's your other tackle. Defensive end this year, Anthony Franklin, a sophomore. You don't see that very often. Gifted athlete, though. Big kid, too, 6'3", 230.
Yep, came up late in the season last year, too. Got some snaps and did a good job for a freshman.
Perfect. With the other defensive end is number 81, Shane Sunday. You'll see him in there quite a bit. And they rotate. You know, Pinnacle always rotates on the defensive line quite a bit. So you'll see some other kids in there as well. In fact, yeah, there's Shane. Shane's a big kid, though, 6'3", 220. Your middle linebacker is number 31, Alonzo Maya. Your strong side linebacker is Amwad Juntan, 25. Weak side is Mac Franklin, number 5, at the will. So 2nd and 9, shotgun, Purdy back. It's going to be a swing pass over to the right. Pinnacle's, pretty good job, 2 or 3 yards.
Almond on the tackle right there.
That's the crazy thing. So watch number 25. He's going to get a lot of tackles this year. Juntan last year was a running back. So you take that kind of speed from a kid that plays back and set him loose at linebacker, look out.
He's a really tough kid, too, so he's going to play fast to the ball. He's not afraid of anything.
All right, another big 3rd down, 3rd and 6 from Pinnacle's 49. Spread formation, double twins. Purdy back to throw, going to look quickly over to his left. It's picked off. This one is by Q. Look out, Quentin Powell back to the 49-yard line. That's what you need to start the season off, folks. INT.
That's Quentin Powell on the interception. Great play. He focused on the flat right there. It looked like he had the outside or inside receiver had a little curl. He stayed on top of it, but then the quarterback tried to throw the corner, and he was waiting for the ball. He got it and started running. Great play.
Well, that's going to give the offense great field position to start, and that's what you need. When you're playing a team ranked right above you in state, get that quick turnover, defense sends a message, and they did.
Definitely.
So here comes this offense. Stay tuned, folks. If you're on a roller coaster, hold on and watch how quick this is. Spencer Rattler in the gun. We're going to motion over. It's going to be handoff up the middle to Goodlow, and not a lot of room there. I don't know if we saw a stun up front from the D-line, but they had a lot of kids in there.
Yeah, offensive line was slanting to their right, and they just stunned to the left.
So that's going to create a 2nd and 11 from the Pioneer 48. Perry's got some good kids on D, too. I think they got 7 kids with D1 offers. Their roster, folks, just to give you an idea, they have 99 kids on this team. So it's a big high school. Twins right, single left. We're going to motion the Twins to the left now. Spencer, designed rollout. Going to pull the trigger. It's complete in the flat to Covington. He turns the corner to the 40. First down at the 38-yard line. Caleb Covington.
It's a nice play. The ball was on the right, middle, I believe. Just a quick boot and threw it to the flat and get him the ball and let him run.
Well, that's what Caleb gives you when he's out there in space like that. He's so fast. All right, we're going to stay in the gun. Spencer, another design rollout, this time to the right. Same thing. It's complete up to the 26-yard line, and that is Jack Jepson, senior, 6'1".
Coach Brown, the Pinnacle offense will work tonight.
Good shout out. Coach Mike Brown is in his 2nd year as the offensive coordinator. Folks, I read where he was just inducted in April. Congratulations, Coach, by the way, to the Arizona Sports High School Hall of Fame.
He's one of my favorite coaches to ever play for.
Yeah, he has so many different formations and tough to defend.
I didn't have the pleasure to play with him.
Sunday in motion. It's going to overload that left side, and it's going to be a quick snap over to Goodlow, and he's going to get forward for about 6 yards. I like that design.
I like that play.
What'd you see there? Was it trip receivers that they did on the left and just overloaded that side?
Yeah, they went trips left, and then Spencer looked like he was about to snap, and the center just snapped it to Matt Goodlow. Matt got it, and Spencer was lead blocking. Great play. I love that play.
So 8 minutes and 11 seconds and ticking, and Pinnacle's on the move with a 2nd and 5 at the 20. Spencer in the gun, double twins. And it's going to be pitch over to the right, makes a move up to the 14-yard line. And is that Goodlow again? Yep. So Matty Goodlow getting a lot of work. That's going to be 1st down yardage. They expect big things from this running back this year, folks. Spencer thinks he might be the best running back in the state. 1st and 10 from the 14. Going to be hand off to Goodlow again, the workhorse on the drive. He's going to pick up about 2. Now, Goodlow's pretty good sized. I mean, he's a junior, but he's 6'1", 190. That's pretty good size for a running back.
Yeah, and he can move, too. That's what makes him so scary for defenses.
So Pinnacle with a 2nd and 8 from the 12, Spencer Rattler, #1 QB in the country in the shotgun. Have motion over to the right, Jepson. Spencer's going to go under center. And a little bit of confusion. I think that's going to be on the offense. I think Spencer was ready before the ball. How about you guys?
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes Coach Brown called plays in a little too fast. You can't really hear it with everyone here, and you get a little confused what's going on.
So the first penalty of the game will move Pinnacle back 5 yards. Create a 2nd and 13 from the 18-yard line. Call it 17. We're going to go trips to the left. Spencer in the gun. Goodlow in the backfield. Shane Sunday, the tight end to the right. In motion, Jetson. Spencer takes a look. He can run too, folks. Nope, he's going to pull the trigger, and oh my goodness, pass is incomplete. Covington takes a pretty good lick.
Doesn't phase him.
No, he popped right up. Tough catch.
Definitely.
When you get popped that hard over the middle, you give credit where credit's due. That was a nice hit by their defensive backfield. Covington coming out. Take a little breather, probably a good idea. So Jacob Brady in, #21. Senior, 6'1", 185 pounds. So 3rd and 13. Spencer going to throw the screen pass. What a beautiful call this is. Here comes Jepson's going to make a move up to the 3, the 2. Not quite in. Oh, ball's down. What a great, guys, what a play call.
I love that play.
Perfect time to throw that screen pass. You see how many linemen came barreling through?
O-line did a great job. There are a lot of athletes, so they ran downfield, picked up those linebackers quick.
So Braden, explain what a screen is for the audience who may not know what that is.
So a screen is basically the offensive line is going to fake block for a sec, let everyone through, and then the running back's going to slip behind. The quarterback will throw a little dump pass, and they got a whole wall of blockers in front of them.
Yep, you just saw it right there, folks. We're back to live action, and that's a touchdown, Pioneers!
Matt Goodlow.
Matty Goodlow, what'd I tell you?
First and many.
Hang on to the rails,
Most definitely.
because you're on the craziest roller coaster ride you'll ever see. Points will come in bunches.
I saw great blocking all around. O-line did a great job sealing the edge. The outside receiver did a great job sealing the inside, so there was a good lane for him to get through. He could have basically walked through it.
6-0, PAT pending. Kicks up, and it's good. Pinnacle goes on top with 6 minutes and 34 seconds left in the first quarter. 7-0 over the second-ranked Perry Pumas. Boy, that's how you want to start, guys. Just like that, you get the pick. Folks, we have sponsors every year that help make this program happen. And I'm going to start with the championship sponsor. It's so important to have these guys to help give these boys a great experience. Hayes Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. Hayes Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. It pays to call Hayes. The last HVAC company in Phoenix you'll ever need. The most dependable provider of quality-driven air conditioning service, repair, and maintenance in the Greater Valley. Visit them at www.hayescoolingandheating.com for details. Back to the rock concert. You know, Goodlow scored that touchdown. Here's a crazy stat for you. He didn't get a lot of touches last year on varsity, but when he did, he took advantage. He had the highest per average carry of anybody on the team. I think it was like 17 yards a carry.
Yeah, that was during the Desert Mountain game, too. We had a special doubles package ready for him, and Matt just ran through them all.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I remember that game. He tore him up. So here comes the kick. And we're going to go a little bit of a pooch kick here. It's taken at the 29, and not a lot of room to the 32. So when you see a kick like that, it's interesting because you're not going to give the deep guys any chance, the dangerous returners, a hope. But once in a while, what happens? You cover it?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. A lot of those middle guys are sometimes blocking guys, so they don't have the best hands, so you try and pick on them a little bit.
Well, that Malvik did a nice job on that kick. So Perry will take over 1st and 10 from their own 32. And to round out, on the defensive side, so the safeties, you got Crawford in there, I believe, or is that Clay? Corners are Q, number 23. And we're going to have a draw play up the middle, good for about 5 yards.
Good tackle.
The other corner is Jack Havner, number 28. He's a 5'9", 160-pound junior.
He's a stud. When we played 7-on-7 last year, JV played varsity, and he'd always shut our guys down a lot. So we wanted to pull him up. We had some extra corners, though, but he's going to really step up and make a big-time impact this year.
Second three, handoff up the middle again. Perry trying to get something going. Nothing doing.
Stuffed.
Boom.
That 31. Alonzo, he grabbed his legs, and then Almalik just came in and got the top. Perfect tackle.
The linebacking crew for Pinnacle this year is so athletic.
Most definitely.
Alonzo Mayo, number 31, 180-pounder, so he's not that prototypical 230-pound kid, but he's so fast and athletic that he makes a ton of plays just covering ground. So now a 3rd and 5 for Perry. Double twins formation.
Look like a little blitz from the middle.
Purdy in the shotgun, double twins. And he's got a little bit of time. He's going to throw the wheel route down, and he completes it at the 32-yard line. I'll give credit. Nice throw.
Good throw. Good job by Kyle Brady stopping him, not allowing getting any extra yards after catch.
That's Connor Boyd, number 83 on the reception. Perry's got a lot of athletes, guys, so they didn't, take second and stayed on accident last year. So it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 at the 32. Trips right, shotgun, single back. And another play fake. Going to be complete for about 5 yards over the middle. And that was Jordan Young on the reception. No, yeah. So they're playing a little hurry up now, guys.
Yeah, we did that drive, try to keep them off the field for a little bit, and they're trying to, speed and just score as many points as they can, as fast as they can.
4 minutes, 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Purdy in the shotgun. He's going to look left and unloads. And another interception by Quentin Powell. Look out. You want to see speed? Superman in the phone booth. Fast speed. Here he goes. Q. Oh, down to the 31.
That's 2 defensive series in a row. Q's gotten an interception.
Holy cow.
He's such an amazing player. I played with him. He was one of my corners. Really great kid. I have loved playing with him. He's really fun. Just a great player.
That is huge. In the first quarter, 2 picks. Well, I saw where he went to a camp in California, I want to say last spring, a little while back.
Fastest 40 there, yep.
Yeah.
4-3.
So you got all the kids from SoCal there, you got Arizona kids, you got kids from all over. And he's got the fastest 40. What'd you say, was it 4.3, Braden?
It was sub 4.4. I think it was a little bit.
Close, yeah.
I think it was 4.39.
That's insane. That's NFL. That's NFL speed. That is NFL speed. So here comes Spencer Rattler, number 2. Trips left and the big offensive line. Quick pass, complete. Up to the 30. Nice gain of about 5.
Marcus Libman on the catch.
Now there's Libman, so you brought it up earlier. So and they said in camp, I talked to a couple of the coaches, this kid really looked good.
Yeah, big deep threat and can go up with guys, catch the ball over him.
So second and we'll call it 5 for the Pioneers from the 26.
Second 5.
Got a lot of weapons back from last year at these skill positions. With Covington and Q, and then you add Goodlow, and you add Woodman, and it's just a scary offense. Jacob Brady in motion is going to be the fullback here, trying to blow open a hole, and get him about 3 or 4. They're feeding the rock to Goodlow quite a bit.
Yeah. They're going to keep doing it all game, and going to make it happen for sure.
Folks, watch this offensive line. Again, they averaged 276. That was a nice hole over the left-hand side that time. And we're going to pick up some more yardage on a face mask. But you basically, when you look at this line again, you got Tosh Baker. He's number 79. He is 6'9", 250 pounds. He's got that basketball scholarship coming. So there's your left tackle. And if you play hoop, guess what? You got good feet. It just kind of comes with the territory. And then their left guard, Matt Nicholson. 6'2", 265. He's one of their team captains. And then Verbalize at center. I mean, you're going to have huge holes. Spencer in the gun, twins right. Design rollout. Uncorks the cannon. A little bit too much mustard on that one. Is he going for Covington, it look like?
Libman down there.
Or Libman, okay.
Look like a little double corner.
So second 10 from the 13-yard line. Be curious to see what Coach Brown dials up on offense. They're pretty good size, the Pumas are. When you take a look at their D-line, there's some Some big boys lined up across the ball. Spencer's going to go under center. Jacob Brady in motion. And this time it's going to be Goodlow over to the right. Puts a nice move on. Look out. That's touchdown number 2. Matty Goodlow. What a great move he put on that Mike linebacker.
Definitely. He made a great cut, and then also another cut right about the 2-yard line just to sneak into the end zone. Great blocking up front. Beautiful play.
Yeah.
Well, the right guard, Adna Oda, am I saying this right, guys?
Adnan Oda, yes, sir. And it's his second year playing football. He didn't know how to play football last year. So Coach Burke brought him up and taught him, and he was scary in JV last year, and he can move, too, for as big as he is. So he'll break those holes, and Matty will make the moves through him.
BAT good, 14-0, and he's the kid that's 6'6", 350.
Yeah.
And it looks like a pretty athletic 350 to me, too. It's that.
For sure, he can move. You see him, you think, all right, he's going to be a lot slower guy, but no, he can hang with the speed rush. So.
Well, and Dylan Milbrath, number 77, sprung a nice block on that last play, too, to seal the end off. So just like that, folks, 14-0 Pioneers. Remember, Perry came into this game ranked number 2 in the state. We came in ranked number 3. Chandler Wolves, 8th in the nation, is number 1. But we're with 2 interceptions by Quentin Powell, 2 running touchdowns by Matty Goodlow to start this off. This is how you script it, boys.
I like the smash mouth football right now. They're just running the ball, their feet, giving the rock to Matty Goodlow, and I love it.
Well, that line, again, 276. There's been some great lines in this program throughout the years. To hear that this could be the best they've ever had is quite a statement.
This is definitely one of them.
All righty, so here we are back to the kickoff. Malvik, number 82. And another pooch kick. This time it's heading to the sidelines, and it's fielded at the 30, and he's taken down immediately at the 34-yard line. You know, one thing, folks, there's this pretty strong wind tonight. So if you're not going to be able to get it into the end zone anyway, special teams coach Eric Ardall, 3rd year with the program, 2nd year coaching the specials. He's a good friend of mine, so I'll put an asterisk next to that. But this guy can coach, and he really had the specials looking good last year.
For sure. He was always showed up happy to practice. When we did special teams, he was always ready and made that part of practice fun.
Yeah, him and I came in the year that I was with you guys, and I told the head coach at that time, I'm like, look, if you only got one spot, take him, not me, because he can flat out coach. All right, here comes Perry. And Purdy in the gun. Pinnacle in the 4th ring. Going to send the safety up in the box, more of a 4-4 look. And it's going to be a quick throw over the middle. It's complete to number 18, and I believe that is, Schmitz, Clayton Schmitz. So Quentin Powell in coverage there.
Seemed to really be keying in on Schmitz. The slants are really tough for a corner to cover.
Well, and he's given up a lot of size. Schmitz is a big kid. Their receivers are good sized. Their tight end's 6'6". So 1st and 10 from the 45. Another play action fake. This time he's dialing it up deep down to the right side. Good coverage.
Oh, baby Jack.
Was that Jepson on coverage there?
No, that was Jack Havner.
Jack Havner, yeah, I was going to say.
My apologies.
So Jack Havner, step for step with him. And you can tell, you know, as a former defensive back, you know this, Andrew. When you're giving up 5 or 6 inches on a receiver, it can be tough. You've really got to try to body him up and time everything up right.
That's where I struggled. I wasn't very fast.
It's tough when you've got these big, fast guys out there, and Perry's got a lot of them. They're ranked where they are for a reason. They're pretty tough. Shotgun for Purdy. Motion twins. Now he's only a junior, Purdy is. And a timeout by Perry. But he's made some nice throws. You can see why he's earned that starting spot. Best view in the house, huh, guys, outside of being on the field, of course.
Sure.
So with that timeout, folks, we're going to go back to another sponsor shout-out. This time we're going to go to our touchdown sponsors. Our sponsor, that's Marley's at Desert Ridge, bringing the best parts of family, friends, and sports fan, serving up our varsity games on game days for dinner, and a testament to great service, excellent food, and a welcoming atmosphere for our community. The Marley's brand wouldn't be much without their loyal guests. This is the place to go after the Friday night varsity games. Catch up on the highlights there, www.marleys.com. So the first quarter, folks, is we're nearing the end. Pinnacle with a great start. And we got a 2nd and 10 for Perry from Pinnacle's 45. as Chubba Purdy brings out the Pumas. A little delay trying to get things going on. How about another pick, huh, guys? Go for the trifecta. There's 3:52 left in the first quarter. The battle in the trenches is fun to watch with these two teams. And this time it's going to be a fake handoff. Chubba turns the corner, Purdy does, and he's going to pick up a first down or get real close.
Nice option.
Yeah, he's a good player. They're going to move the chains. It's hard to tell. You know, you don't see him measure much in high school anymore.
No.
It used to drive me nuts.
Yeah, that's first down.
Yeah, so first down yardage. Twins left look.
Sam Okuwobu in the game now.
Yep, so Big Sam checking in. Purdy in the shotgun. This time he does hand it off up the middle and 3 or 4 yards. Who's in on the tackle there, guys? You catch the numbers?
Alonzo, Maya, and I believe Mac Franklin.
Mac Franklin, yeah. Maya is your Mike linebacker, or middle linebacker, as they call it, number 31. Twins to the left, 2nd and 5. And another handoff up the middle. Not quite going to get there. Going to be about a yard short.
Omlik Jensen on tackle.
It was a great job by him. He was staying home. The run looked like it was going to the left, but he stayed home. The coaches always try to drill it, stay home, don't try to chase too hard. Omlik stayed home right where he's supposed to be. He waited for that cutback, really got that tackle down.
So Perry going to the ground game now. You know, the wind's there's a pretty strong wind tonight. We can feel it up here. So they might switch and start going a little bit more ground and pound. It looks like it with that formation. They got overloaded to the left. Shotgun formation for Purdy on 3rd and 2. And it's going to be a QB keeper to the left-hand side. He's got a little bit of room. Nice job keeping him outside, though.
Great job.
Is that Kyle Bryant again, number 11?
Yeah.
That's how you play that,
Good
guys.
spill right there for sure.
Yeah.
Second time tonight that Kyle Bryant's come shooting through the alley to seal off that outside and turn him back into all of his buddies. And now we're going to create a very important 4th and 1.
That was a great play by Kyle Bryant. Really ran up onto the line. He saw the quarterback was taking it. He didn't let him get outside, because once he gets outside, it's a big problem.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to catch up.
That'll get a safety yelled at in the film room.
Oh, I got yelled at plenty of times for that.
It wasn't me, though. It was Coach Crawford.
No.
All right, so 4th and 1. Big down. Purdy's going to go to his right. He's going to throw on 4th down, fakes it. Now he's going to get rid of it, and it looks like it's complete.
Yep.
Looks like he fell down and came
that
up
was
for a second.
That was a little bit bizarre, guys. I didn't quite catch that. I'm getting older. I'm almost 50, so my eyesight's not going to be where yours is. So it gets tough when they're down on this end of the field. So if you guys help me keep an eye on the players, I won't call it the wrong person. I've done many times in the past. Here's your replay, folks, if you take a look at this. And back to live action. So we just good for about 6 yards over to the left-hand side.
Good tackle by Mac Franklin.
So Perry's moving. A minute 15 and counting in the first quarter. They're put together a pretty nice little drive here. They're at 2nd down and we'll call it 5. Same shotgun formation. And it's going to be a fake handoff. Purdy's got a nice little alley there. He may just run it. No, he pulls up, throws.
Oh.
And that's going to be a touchdown for Perry. Juggling catch. So he bought some time, ladies and gentlemen, and that's tough when you have that alley there and he bought some time.
I believe there's a flag.
What are we going to catch here? Was it?
No, I think.
So no flag. So that's going to bring it to 14-6. Touchdown by Perry.
Number 5, Colby Dickey on the touchdown.
He's one of their studs. He can play.
That was a good throw by Purdy. Field goal unit out for Perry.
George Young, number 16 for the extra point attempt.
Kicks up.
Yep, bring it 14-7.
14-7.
All right, so folks, that's going to bring the score to 14-7.
Just under a minute left in the first quarter here.
And now we get to see the kickoff return team for the first time tonight. I look for the kickoff return team to make some big plays this year. When you look at who's, you got Q back there, you've got, it depends on if they put Covington back there with him. I mean, that's a lot of speed, not to mention the blocking up front.
Sure,
that's pretty lethal.
Speed. We got the athletes that can run fast and make guys miss, and on kick return, that's really hard to defend.
So I think we have time for another sponsor shout out real quickly here, folks. We'll go to that. And the next one we've got is the team captain sponsor, and that's Coach 2 Health. At Coach 2 Health, we help you realize lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. Lose 2 to 5 pounds a week and get personal health coach. Proven nutrition gets where you want to go. Our coaches make sure you never go at it alone. When you are part of Coach 2 Health, you are part of a community of like-minded people who support each other. The life you want is waiting. All you have to do is take that first step. Coach 2 Health, thank you for your sponsorship. All right, back to action here.
Looks like we have. Looks like we had one too many men on the field.
Is that what the call was? All right. So
well, we had to take a timeout to avoid the penalty.
Coach Zupke does not get happy when that happens.
Livid.
He'll let you know too. He's not afraid.
All right, here we go. Back deep for the Pioneers.
Q and Juntanen, I believe.
So we got Amlik Juntanen and Quentin Powell back deep. Both fast.
Killer speed.
And McCarthy on the kick. They're going to try a pooch onside.
Oh,
and great job. You know what? I know they were practicing that this week, that expecting some teams to try to get cute and go after some onside. So good job by Pinnacle to pick that up. We'll have 1st and 10 at the 30.
Zane Hayes.
And Zane Hayes, that's what you do if you're one of those front 5 on kick return.
Yeah, you practice. If the ball comes to you, you don't try and run, nothing fancy. You just get on, go on your side, and just hold on with your life.
Yeah, if you end up at the bottom one of those piles and it's a fumble, it's no holds barred. It's no holds barred.
Well, the whistles don't matter in the bottom of that pile.
No, because they can't see anything.
Yep.
There's some really nasty stuff that can happen
twisting ankles and all that. Yep.
So Pinnacle back on offense. Spencer in the gun. It's going to be a handoff up the middle.
Ooh,
nice move. Boy, what a move by Goodlow.
Spin cycle, Goodlow.
Boy, Matty Goodlow. He's getting a lot of action, folks. In this first quarter, that's probably 7 or 8 carries for Matty.
Sure, and he's been showing why.
2nd and 1 for Pinnacle. We may get one more play off in the first quarter. 27 seconds and counting.
That was a beautiful spin.
Same look. We got trips left. And this time Spencer's going to throw it behind the line.
Pass.
And it is a double pass. It's complete to the 40. Nice spin move.
Beautiful play.
Who caught the first pass? Did you catch it?
Marcus Libman. He had that quick release and just lasered it in there.
And now who did he do the lateral to?
Jacob Brady.
Was that Brady?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go, Jacob.
That's a beautiful play. It's hard for defenses to play for that. You see the first pass, you just think, go tackle.
Coach Brown, I called him Doc Brown from an old movie way back last year sometimes. He comes up with the most mad scientist stuff I've ever seen on offense. It's pretty cool. So here we are, 1st and 10 Pioneers. This time we got 2 in the backfield. We're going to motion, and it's going to be a jet sweep over to the right-hand side. We got a little bit of room. Look out, here comes Q down to the 32-yard line. Boy, that's lethal. You got the 2 backs in the backfield there. And you got your twin receivers that can crack down on those blocks, and those guys up front, and you put the speed of Q and something like that.
Those two backs in the backfield are really important because they can get out in front of Q and really help block with the O-line, really help a break happen.
Q did a great job there because the hole was only open for a little bit, but he's fast enough, he read it fast enough, he shot the hole and made a big play out of it.
Looks like we got a timeout on the field. I'm not sure if that was Perry that took. Oh, no, that's the end of the quarter, guys. For all your football analogy, I guess you don't have to call a timeout, right? So at the end of 1, it's 14-7 Pioneers over the Perry Pumas, and we're on the move. So gotta like it. Boy, the wind is kicking in up here. It's pretty strong, actually. We got a crowded press box up here, guys. I got some of the Pinnacle coaches right next to me. First-year coach Will Zupke, your buddy, to my left. I got Andrew to my right.
Great friend.
Well, folks, let's go to, we'll have time for one more quick shout out to a sponsor. This time it's our Big Blue sponsors, Angel Dentistry, Barbershop Jack, and Wright Toyota. Thank you for your sponsorships, gentlemen and ladies. So we're going to come back to action here. 1st and 10 Pioneers from the 34-yard line. Spencer under center. And feed the rock. Here comes Matty Goodlow. Makes a nice jump cut up to the middle. Is going to grind forward.
Not
from,
much room.
Yeah, maybe a yard. Well, I would imagine the defensive coaching staff for Perry's probably seeing the action that we're getting on the run game, and they may start cheating those linebackers up.
For sure. Matty's going to draw a lot of attention, and I think Coach Brown's going to use that later to open up some other guys, make some big plays.
All right, left hash, 2nd and 10 for Pinnacle.
I get the gist by now.
Under center again. This time it's play action. Spencer's got the corner. He's going to nice pass to Covington, complete to the 20, to the 10, and down at the 7-yard line. But
hey, he pops right up again.
did you see the jets on Caleb out there?
Ridiculous. I remember I hated practicing when he was in, because one time he juked me and I face planted into the dirt and the whole team laughed at me. But
well, you old timers out there, he reminds you of Barry Sanders, how he can be running full speed and just stop.
Definitely.
And everybody else, can't stop. So 1st and goal for Pinnacle. We're going to hand it up the middle. Goodlow, he's going to keep the feet moving. Yeah, down to the 7 or the 8. They're starting to really key on Matty. Here's what's dangerous, though. You do that, and then Spencer starts playing around with play action, you're in trouble. Because we've got great receivers. They're going to buy Spencer time, and he can kill you with his feet, too.
Tosh Baker on that last play just drove the kid back in the end zone. It was awesome to see.
Spencer rolling to his right. Pulls the trigger, and that's going to be close.
Oh.
That was close. That was a great job by Jepson. He was right on the sideline. He got his feet down.
It looked like he got over, but from our angle, it's
it looked like
he
reached over it, but
great throw by Spencer. Good catch.
Yeah, beautiful.
All right, so a very important 3rd and goal. Spencer under center. Here's where you get the beef on both sides. Play tug of war a little. That's exactly what's going to happen. And did Spencer get over the line?
No, I don't think
he
so.
He tried to reach the ball over. That looked a little bit like a stalemate up front.
Yeah.
So important decision here. You've got 4th and 1 with a 14-7 lead. Do you take the points or do you go for it?
They're going for the field goal.
Okay, so we're gonna put 3 on the board. I get it. It's a tough call.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
Especially they've got a huge defensive line. They really do. When you get on a short field like this, it's not easy.
No.
Snaps down, kick is up.
Good.
Yep, so there we go. Extend the lead to 17-7 for the Pioneers with 10 minutes and 7 seconds left. Nice job so far for Malvik, number 82, the kicker. He's 2 for 2 on PATs, and now he tacks on a field goal.
Great job. I can't imagine. I mean, I've never really tried kicking a field goal, but I can't imagine how much wind really affects it. He's doing a great job right now.
Well, it is breezy out here too.
Oh,
it really affects the game with QBs kicking and a lot of different things. If you like playing the ground and pound game, you love this weather.
Yeah.
So the Pioneers, let's go back to another sponsor shout out. The more we score, the more we can do this. That's a good thing. So I'm going to go back to our championship sponsor. That's Hayes Cooling and Heating and Plumbing. Hayes Cooling, it pays to call Hayes, the last HVAC company in Phoenix you'll ever need. The most dependable provider of quality-driven air conditioning services, repairs, and maintenance in the Greater Valley. Visit them at www.hayescoolingandheating.com for details. Thank you for being our largest championship sponsor. All right, back to action. You know, with this wind, I'll be curious to see if they go with another pooch or what they decide to do.
I think so.
Because it's swirling a little bit towards the kicker.
And if they don't get a player to the right side, I wouldn't be surprised if we get an onside kick to the right side, near field on this side, the Pinnacle side.
Yeah, they just had somebody come in late, didn't they? And they've only got 4 people up front at the 50. That is rather interesting, isn't it? Let's see what happens. And we're going to go with a high pooch towards the middle this time. And he's going to take it at 30. Finds a little bit of a crease and makes it all the way up to the 43-yard line.
That's the problem with the pooch.
Well, it depends. It does put a lot of pressure on, you know, to get in and cover that quickly.
Yeah, if you miss those first tackles, it's really hard to recover on the pooch. Malvik did another great job kicking right there. The pooch was nice and high, so by the time he had the ball, a lot of the defense was there. We just got to break down and make the play.
Well, so on defense so far, we've gotten 2 turnovers in the game, both interceptions by Quentin Powell, Q. My wife came up with something last year. I used it all last year on the broadcast. He is Superman in a phone booth fast.
Yeah, he is scary fast.
So here we are, Purdy. Twins right, we're going to motion to the left. He's going to look over to his left to a quick pass. It's complete and a great job on defense.
Great play by Franco right there.
I've heard great things about this kid. You know, first year starting, that's Mac Franklin, I believe.
That was a great play by Mac. He hit him, drove his feet, brought him to the ground. Great play.
He did the same thing all last year as a sophomore on JV, both sides of the ball, but now specializing a little more on defense and getting off.
Well, the JV team was the first undefeated team in Pinnacle High School history last year, and you're seeing a lot of those kids up here now. Why? And the pass is complete. That's first down yardage down to the 42, it looks like, for Pinnacle. Dickey again, he's one of their weapons. He's quick.
That looked like a middle screen for Perry. Those are really tough for the linemen. Your adrenaline's rushing. You want to get the quarterback, get a sack, but when you feel screened, you got to just stop and go. It's tough.
Yeah, it's hard as a D lineman. You got to have kind of that sixth sense, like, wait, that was way too easy. I got to trace my steps back.
So we're going to have a handoff.
Nice tackle.
Good tackle in the backfield.
Lonzo.
Boy, those linebackers are fast, aren't they?
Yeah, they're fast, athletic, and they're killing it right now.
They're doing a great job.
I kind of knew that was going to be a strength. I'd heard that from the coaching staff, that was really going to, you know, be one of the areas to watch for this Pioneer team. And you know, moving Junton into defense from running back last year, you can see why. I mean, he can flat out play. 2nd and 8. Purdy's going to hand it off over the middle, and again, first down yardage, excuse me.
Looked like a little bit of a draw.
So he's a pretty good back. That's number 40. Jaden Burns, 195-pounder, so he brings a little bit of a load. So Perry with the 1st and 10, driving, 34-yard line. D-line shifts over, and another one right up the middle. They're finding a hole on the D-line between the center guard gap, it looks like, guys. What are you seeing, Braden? It's up right over the right guard, it looks like.
Yeah, well, we're doing our little stem, trying to throw the offensive line off guard, and Perry's doing a good job reading it well right now, and our linebackers just got to fill those holes a little faster, read them faster.
2nd and 5. And this time they're going to fake it. Pass is complete to the 20. And down to the 12-yard line. So they're pounding the rock up the middle, then they go with play action, and they just try to hit those quick hitch routes.
Yeah, it's really tough with this wind to throw a good deep ball. You got to play the short game, you got to play the run game. That's what they're doing right now. It's pretty smash mouth football right now, so I'm sure the linemen, offensive and defensive linemen, are really tired right now.
Yeah, I think Perry's trying to get us to play up a little bit, you know, try and anticipate those short routes, maybe open up a deep ball later.
Twins right. And another quick pass, complete to the 14, missed tackle, down to the 10, and down to the 4-yard line. Boy, good job reading it. I don't know who came up on that. But good job reading it. It was right there.
Yeah, those open field tackles are really tough. They can go left, right, and back. It's really tough to make an open field tackle like that. It was a great job. It was a great read, just tough tackle.
Good move. Well, you know, yeah. Good move by the receiver. Give him credit. So we're down to a 2nd and 1 from we'll call it the 5-yard line, 6-yard line. And all kinds of movement. They're going to go with a power left formation.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I believe they're going to go opposite.
Well, if they're going to try to draw us offside or what they're doing. Nope, getting the play in from the sideline. Purdy.
Jet sweep.
Yep, here it comes. Nope,
Ooh,
faked it, and he's looking for that quick
end.
hitch route, and good job reading it.
Oh.
And it's a touchdown. That was a nice throw. So he picked the deep post route, and Kyle Bryant was there, but just had a step behind, and that's going to be 6-4 Perry.
That's a really tough play for a defense. You got the motion for the jet sweep. You got to watch that for the run. They overloaded the left side. It looked like just one of the tight ends on the other side snuck behind on the backside, ran a little opposite route. It's a tough play for defender.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, when you give a QB, when he buys 4, 5, 6 seconds back there as a defensive back, it's tough.
Definitely.
So the kick is up, and it's good. He barely snuck it in. So that's going to bring the score to 17-14. 6 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first half. Pinnacle hanging on to a 3-point lead, and now it's a little like a title fight, guys. I expected a lot of offense tonight. I mean, you know we're going to score on anybody. I don't care who it is. We're going to score. But they've got a pretty lethal offense, and I'll tell you what, their junior quarterback, the younger brother to the stud they had last year, he's been impressive. He's pretty good.
Been doing good.
So go back to our sponsorships here, folks. You know, we also want to thank Arizona Regenerative Medicine, Grimaldi's, Mind Pediatrics, Morgan Stanley, Premier Solar Solutions, Decalash, Clark Hill Legal and Professional Services, and also Cold Beer and Cheeseburgers, Humble Pie, and Pain Consultants of Arizona. And another shout out this time to our touchdown sponsor of Marley's. They're at Desert Ridge. They bring the best parts of family, friends, and sports fans. They've been serving up the excellent food and a welcoming atmosphere for the entire community. It's the place where everybody goes after the Friday night games. That's where everybody comes into. So, all right, here we are, 6:37 left. Are they going to pooch it on us again, guys? What do you expect here?
Yeah, I mean, we have an open field in the middle. I mean, we have plenty of room for 6, and I think 24 plays Upkey to move inside. And with this win, it's going to be tough.
Oh, they try to boot it this time. We're going to get a return. Look out. Hang on to the rails. To the 5, to the 15. Makes a move up to the 20. He's got a little bit of a crease. Into the 20, into the 25, and gets up to the 27. Good return. And that's the cue.
That's a great return.
Quentin Powell.
He had pressure in his face early, and he made nothing out of that play.
Most definitely.
Pretty good blocking. He had a nice little seam. So Spencer Rattler and company, the rest of the offense, heading out from their own 28, 6:29 to work with, which is an eternity with this offense. Be curious to see if we still ground and pound or if we try to dial something up. That wind is still a factor. Going to go trips to the right. Spencer in the gun. Motion with Jepson. Spencer's going to buy some time, and I think, he unloads it. Good throw by Spencer, complete to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, down to the 35, 30. This is Caleb Covington. There's that jump cut we talked about, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, get into the end zone. Caleb, yes! Touchdown, Pioneers. Ooh, did you see that jump cut?
That's what he does for a living right there.
Oh, Steve, cue up the replay on this bad boy. Oh my God. Oh.
I mean, once he catches the ball in open field, he's tough to stop.
All right, boys, watch this. Andrew, you chased him around practice. Watch Covington take off. Great job by Spencer, first of all. Ready? Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Whoop!
What was that, almost an 80-yard touchdown?
He's got great vision. He sees the whole field when he's running.
Well, that brings it to 23-14, PAT pending. Man, is he fun to watch. Holy cow. Snaps down, kick is up. And it's good. So far, so good for the new kicker this year. He's doing a great job. And that is Jansen Malvik, a junior, 6 foot, 160-pounder.
Yeah.
So just like that, what did we say? 6:27 is an eternity. That was a one-play drive, if I'm not mistaken, guys. So,
yeah, I think Coach Brown might have had a plan for a ground and pound, but with our athletes, sometimes that doesn't happen.
Here's the thing. With our offense, pick your poison. It reminds me, I'm a huge Broncos fan because I'm from Colorado, right? Their Super Bowl years, LA, when he 97, 98, it's the same thing. Pick your poison. We can run it down your throat. We can throw it over your head. We can play action. I mean, I can't wait to see that Jay Serra team in California, 4th game of the year. We go on the road. That's the highest ranked team we play all year by Max Kratz.
That'll most definitely be
I can't wait to see what we can do against the California boys to show off the speed.
That's going to be an electrifying game. I believe that's the first California team we've played in season.
I think you're right, Andrew.
I'm really jealous, too.
Yeah. Oh, how cool is it, right?
California.
They're taking us. The broadcast boys get to go.
I know we all
pumped about that.
We all look forward to 7-on-7 in California. I can't imagine playing a game in California.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Super jealous.
So just like that, one-play drive, back on top, 24-14. Hang on to your hat, boys. The ride's going to continue. And this time we're going to try to go deep. Angle towards, it's going to go out of bounds. So I think, is that the 40-yard line they get to start?
40, 35?
I need to brush
not
up
too
on
sure.
my high school rules here. Well, I guess we'll find out soon here.
I know 35 is NFL, but I'm not too sure about high school. 35.
Yep, 35-yard line. So
On
your
the hash.
third-ranked Pioneers, 24. Your second-ranked Perry Pumas, 14. Fireworks. All right, so the defense, they've, tell you what, they had those 2 huge turnovers. That's what really has made a huge difference in us getting ahead. We haven't had a turnover yet, so we're ahead 2-0 on the turnover battle, and that's huge. So Purdy's going to come out. They're going to go trips to the left, shotgun, that same dive play. They're going to come right back on it, and this time a better job. Number 28 for the Pioneers came up and did a great job, and I believe that is Jack Havner. Yeah. Did a nice job from that corner spot to come up and turn that to the inside.
D-line did a good job. Their O-line was trying to push them back, and we just held our ground, and those linebackers, safeties came up and made the play.
Number 74, their left tackle, is a beast. Kid's 275. So whoever's on that side of the ball is going to have their hands full the entire game. 2nd and 7. Trips left for Perry. Same formation. And right back to it. Same play. This time, again, 2 or 3 yards. Pretty good job.
Good job by Big Sam shedding the block and getting a hand on that running back. He grabbed his jersey just to slow him down a bit, just enough so our linebackers come up, make a hit.
Well, it's a patient draw play when they do that. It's just he's got to pick his hole. If you have gap discipline, and you're able to maintain that, then that's good. And Braden, I'll have you explain gap discipline here in a while for those who have no idea what that means.
Well, right now what they're doing, 93, he's a tight end, so he's basically playing a tackle position right now. They're overloading the left side of that line. Yep, trying to get something going there.
And here they come. They did it again. And the pass was a little behind him. They had an open receiver because of that overload that you just talked about.
Yeah, for sure. And then they'll try and come back to that right side a little bit because it catches us off guard. You think not as many guys, don't have to worry about it as much, and they'll get you with that.
This is the first punting situation we've seen the entire game, guys.
Yeah.
There's 4:53 on the clock. Now they're at midfield. Are they gonna? You got to watch the fake here.
Most definitely.
Really got to watch the fake here. Let's see. Punt return team is out. The punter for the Perry Pumas. Let's see if we can catch a number.
Direct snap.
Yeah, I'd watch number 44 is their. Yeah.
I think they're going to punt it.
And we got 2 returners back. You saw this formation a little bit last year. Gives you a lot of options.
Punt,
and it is a punt. He's going to angle it towards the sidelines.
Fair catch.
And
Peter.
Yep, Poison, get away from the ball. And Pinnacle's going to take over at the 30, I believe. 33-yard line. So, all right, 4 minutes, 42 seconds left. 10-point lead. Here comes number 2, Spencer Rattler, and the rest of this behemoth. I got to come up with a nickname for this line. I mean, goodness, 276. Are you kidding me? NFL lines were 276 in the 70s. I mean, come on.
That's ridiculous.
You know what? It's a great testament, and you guys went through this, to the weight room program and all the off-season work.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people think you just don't show up in August and start playing football.
No.
I mean, it really is a year-round deal. So 1st and 10 for Pioneers. Spencer Rattler in the gun. Twins right, split left. Spencer design rollout to the right. He's got a little pressure, and he's going to go down. That's not something you see every day. Yeah, that's tough. You just don't see that often. You give credit. Nice play by the defensive end.
Yeah. Spencer's really hard to chase down and get in front of you and actually hold on to. So props to him.
Yeah, Travis Beckman, 6'4", 240. So he's a good-sized end, too. He's showed some athleticism there. That's going to create a 2nd and 20. Goodness, 23. See what Coach Brown comes up with on 2nd and 23. This time we're going to go Spencer under center. 4 minutes and counting left in the half. Covington in motion, and it's going to be a handoff over to Goodlow, and he's going to spring forward for maybe 3 yards. Playing it safe. That'll create a 3rd and 19 for Pinnacle.
Travis Beckman, 86 on the tackle. 2nd tackle in a row. Great play.
So, Coach Brown, what are you going to dial up here on 3rd and 19? with the wind swirling, and it's in Spencer's face too.
Yeah.
320 and counting. Trips right. And you see an audible coming from the sideline. So now we're going to get Goodlow over to the right of Spencer. Overload that right side. And Spencer's going to look right. Steps up in the pocket. Evades the rush. And he's got an open receiver. Look out. Complete for first down yards to the 45, to the 50, up to the 45-yard line. That's Shane Sunday.
That's a great play by Rattler. What makes him a 5-star quarterback is that, yeah, he's scrambling, but he's always got his eyes downfield. He loves to run, but he's also loves to get big passes, and that's what we just saw right there.
Well, if you have that much time, you know, the defensive backs, good luck, you know, and Spencer can do that. He can create 6 or 7 seconds just by dancing around back there until he sees something.
When these receivers know their route is kind of over or complete, or they see Spencer scrambling, they're going to turn back and they know where to go get the ball.
Find open space.
Goodlow up the middle for maybe 3 or 4. So, you know, from a clock management perspective, now we're at 2:40 and counting. Picked up that huge play, opened up the playbook a little bit, you know, for Spencer to. And now I think what they're doing is going, all right, we're going to take our time a little bit. We got plenty of time. We got 2 timeouts. You know, if we can go in at half 31-14, boys, that's a pretty good script. So 2nd and 7. Single back motion. Here comes Covington. And play action. Throws a dart complete to the 35. To the 30. And look out, still on his feet down to the 21-yard line. What a catch.
Get off of him.
I see why they're talking about Libman so much now. What you said earlier. Holy cow,
That's
that
a
was nice.
great play by Libman. Beautiful stiff arm. It was a great route, quick slant. Spencer's going to look immediately at it when he gets to the ball. Hard route for a corner to cover. Beautiful play.
6 foot, 170-pound junior. He'll be around next year also, folks. All right, here we are, 2:05 and counting. Spencer's going to roll to his right. Open receiver complete to Q. Superman in a phone booth out of bounds at 15.
Nice move. Nice play.
Yeah, great play. You stop the clock, right? So, again, the great clock management. I was impressed with that last year watching Coach Brown the entire year. He came up with some formations that I swear came out of like the Little Giants movie, you know, the annexation of Cuba or whatever.
Sure. The funniest thing about it is Coach Brown has all these wacky names for him, like just odd. That almost when you're out there, you hear him say a funny word or something, you almost want to laugh a little bit, but it tend to work.
Motion to trips. Spencer under pressure unloads the cannon, complete touchdown, Pinnacle. Woo! Minute 50 left.
That's Marcus Littman on the catch. Looked like a little bit of outside comeback, maybe inside comeback, and it was just a beautiful ball. Great move to get in the end zone.
Andrew, you tried to defend those passes in practice. You told me off the air earlier you're not sure if you get one single pick on Spencer the entire time.
I think I may have.
Got him once.
It wasn't because it was a bad throw by him. It was because someone tipped it, and I just got lucky.
All right, extra point, and it's perfect. Specials remain special. So, but it's so hard if you're that DB and you're back there, and he can put so much smoke on the ball at 20 yards. I remember when I was with you guys once, and I saw Spencer throw a ball. This is 2 years ago as a sophomore, about 50 yards on a comeback route. On a comeback route.
Yeah.
I thought, well, no, you can't do that. That's an NFL throw. You can't do that.
He could throw it high and right over you, or he could just throw a laser beam straight down the field.
He looked good. I don't know if you saw the Elite 11 highlights.
Yeah.
He looked good. The MVP obviously looked good.
And he had all the Oklahoma Sooner commits, the tight ends, the wide receivers, and running backs.
Look out for OU in a couple of years.
Yeah, next year that'll be really cool to watch.
I'd be curious to see if they redshirt him or if he make it on the field next year. Who knows? All right, so 31-14, a minute 50 left. Pioneers kicking off again. Tell you what, if you make your living on the kickoff team, you're going to get a lot of work this year.
Sure. Definitely.
We just hung 31 points on the second-ranked team in the state in the first half, guys. And let's not forget, we hung 52 on Chandler last year in the playoffs. We lost that crazy game. And this time it's a higher pooch. This one we got a chance. They almost got there.
Barely rolled out of bounds.
That sideline was a few feet over. We would have had that.
Heartbreaking.
I think that kid on the left for Perry was just kind of saying his prayers, going, "Wait a minute, nobody hit me, please."
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah, if I was him, I would just slap the ball out of bounds and gotten out of the way.
Can you do that in high school?
I'm not sure. That's a good
I
question.
don't even think you can do that in the NFL.
Yeah.
I'd rather take a penalty than a fumble.
So here we are. 1 minute, 50 seconds left in the first half. 31-14 Pinnacle. And I think you'd be curious to see if they're going to sling it or if they're just going to get into halftime and try to get some adjustments done. Trips right. Purdy's going to throw. He's going down over the middle. Look out for that tight end. And it's complete. Foot race, 20, 15, 10, touchdown, Perry. And I'll tell you what, kid's got a nice arm. Explain what happened there if you're a safety, Andrew. I mean, it's just kind of split the gaps.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if we were in a cover 2 or cover 1. Just one of the safeties cheated over a little bit closer to the Pinnacle side. Yeah, the safety split.
Well, and here's the replay right here, so you can see it. That's exactly what he did.
Yeah, that's a tough play. He just did a little bit of a kind of sloppy post route, just get underneath the safety. Safety came over trying to cap vertical play.
And that's Colby Dickey again.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been their weapon in this first half without a doubt.
That's a tough play for a safety.
Kicks up, and it's good. So just like that, ladies and gentlemen, don't get up and go to the restroom during, you got to wait till halftime. You're going to miss a touchdown. I mean, I knew there'd be fireworks, but goodness, there's 52 points in the first half already on the board. And there's a minute 42 left in the half. That's plenty of time for our offense, too, to tack on even more. But that was a nice throw, nice catch, just a good route.
Yeah.
You know, there are times where you want to make every play, but when an offense can fully execute stuff like that, it's hard to stop. It just is. Give them credit. So kick return team out again, and let's go back to our sponsors. Team captain sponsor, Coach to Help. Coach to Help, we help you realize lifelong transformations. Our coaches make sure you never go at it alone. Lose 2 to 5 pounds a week and get a personal health coach. You're part of a community of like-minded people who support each other. That's Coach to Help. And another shout out to our championship sponsor, Hayes Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. Go to hayescoolingandheating.com for details. Hayes to call Hayes. All right, so here we are. What are they going to do? Are they going to go deep? Now the wind is going left to right, so it's at the back.
I think they're definitely going to want to go deep. They got the wind at their back, and if they give our offense the ball, good field position, you can score on them quick. So they're going to definitely want to
try to go in the end zone.
Yeah, that one's not going to be returnable. Well, he put his leg into that. That thing almost flew out of the end zone. So, minute 42, 1st and 10 from the 20. 2 timeouts, though. Plenty of time for this offense. The problem, though, now we're throwing into the wind.
Yeah, that's tough.
So that creates more of a challenge. And they've got some good defensive backs on the field.
Spencer still got that laser beam cannon. I think he'll get it in there in time.
He's got such a tight spiral that wind can do some, but I don't know about much.
You just hear it go through the air, too. That's just cool. If you're standing by it, you just hear.
This is a bullet.
Awesome.
I like that. How'd you do that, Braden? That's pretty cool. Ooh, that's good. All right, so we've got Trips.
The sound effect specialist up here.
Twins right. Spencer's going to look down the middle. Uncorks. He's got Caleb. 45. Oh. Makes another guy miss, and he's still on his feet to the 45-yard line. Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry, folks. I lost my train of thought. I was in disbelief after watching it.
See that right there, guys? Oh. Right there, baby.
Yeah, it's exactly
what it does.
That's a beautiful throw, a beautiful catch by, I believe, Covington, right?
That was Covington.
A hurdle. And then a beautiful move to get a few extra yards. That's a great play.
Man,
don't quit right there.
I like Caleb in the slot. I do. Spencer.
So do I. Shane Sunday.
Complete. Shane Sunday. Here's your boomer, your tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds, which is good. It stops the clock with 1:23.
I like that play. He lowered his shoulder. He didn't take. He initiated contact, and it looked great.
If we don't lead the state in every offensive category this year, I'll be shocked, guys.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, shocked. I've been around this program for 8 years now, and we've had some great offenses. I haven't seen anything like this. I really haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, this is impressive because we're playing a really good football team tonight.
Our offense is great speed overall, the whole linemen, receivers, tight ends, all that.
So Spencer's going under center here this time. 1:23 left.
Interesting to see if he does boot.
He might. Or they may hand off to Matty. Nope. Play action.
Got it.
He's going deep, and he's got a step.
Touchdown.
What a throw. Oh, Libman.
I jinxed it.
You know what,
I'm never
Martin?
saying that again.
It's still getting out those first game jitters.
You know what? It's his
right.
first start, so you got to give him something there. But what a throw!
That was beautiful.
Are you kidding me? Into the wind, with a defensive end barreling down on him. He took a hit too. What a beautiful throw.
That's a beautiful throw.
Here's the replay, folks. Watch this. If you're a quarterback and you throw into this ball, into the wind, look at this kid. Boom. Spencer just got hit. That was right on stride and may have lost it in the lights. It could have been. But in any event, 2nd and 10, minute 16 left. Spencer, yeah, bubble screen to the middle, and Q bumps into his own guy, but he's got some room. He's at the 25, to the 20. Turn the corner, Q. Down to the 15-yard line. That's first down yardage. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time. A minute 6.
Yeah, maybe you do.
Pick your poison. How are you going to stop? How are you going to stop these guys?
I love middle screens.
Yeah, they're lethal.
Oh, they really are.
They're a nightmare. They're a linebacker's nightmare is what they are. So here we are, Twins right, Spencer in the gun. Design rollout again. And I think he's going to throw this one away, which was a smart play.
Yeah, great play.
Very smart play. I mean, they had good coverage down there. You got plenty of time. You got plenty of downs.
Yeah.
That's where you've seen Spencer mature a little bit. He's always had the gifts. You know, each year I've watched him starting his freshman year, he gets smarter every year.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, not trying to squeeze a ball in there.
100%.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tick-tock, 51.3 seconds. Wonder if the over-under on this game was about 100. I'm not sure. You would think. So motion to the right. And fake handoff to Goodlow. Flags are flying. And it's going to be a touchdown. Yes, it is by Shane Sunday.
Let's see if it stays.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. What are they going to call? Because unless it was offsides, you're hoping it's offsides. Or there's Jacob Brady. Sorry, Jacob. Illegal motion. Offense. Bring it back.
Yeah,
okay.
Dang.
Coach Brown gets really upset with those right there. You know, because he's got a lot of different, you know, every receiver is playing on and off the line. That gets confusing, but when you mess that up, he gets really upset.
Oh, yeah. Coaches just don't like penalties, guys.
Yeah.
I could relate.
It's just not thinking, but as a player, I get it because you're just trying to get on the ball. You're trying to go fast. You're trying to do your thing.
All right, we got a quads right look here. This is the first time tonight, the diamond formation, if you will.
Screen.
So Spencer, we got man up on the tight end, Shane Sunday, and he's going to get down to about the 8-yard line. Well, now you're going to think about it because it's 3rd down.
Yeah, we're trying to take a timeout.
Yeah, so timeout called with 31 seconds left. And now it gets interesting because you got 31 seconds left. You still have one more timeout, and it's 3rd and 4. You could run the ball. I don't know if you will, but you could.
Yeah, you could. You know,
catch them off guard with a delayed draw.
And a delayed draw, maybe a middle screen like we've been doing, and maybe an outside screen. That's what I thought they were going to do with the quads over there. Maybe a fake screen, try to go up over top. That's a great play though, backside slant, just to get some yards, get us closer to the first down, live another down.
We'll see. I mean, you also have the option. You roll Spencer out.
Yeah,
you know,
Spencer, he's got these receivers, you know, Marcus Libman, all those guys that play basketball, so they're really good at boxing people out and standing right at that goal line, catching that touchdown.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that is most surprising and most amazing about Spencer is the way he can throw across his body.
It's
in
sick.
a rollout.
Other side of the field.
Other side of the field. I remember when my year, I think it was my year or maybe Braden's year, he threw one for, I think it was 50 yards across his body. It was a dime touchdown. It was just unbelievable.
Well,
my jaw dropped.
The physical gifts are, I honestly, the physical gifts he has reminds me of the kid playing for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. I mean, there's just that kind of athleticism is so rare. It really is. So 3rd and 3. Spencer in the gun. And going to be a quick throw. Back shoulder fade, and that's going to be good for not good for a touchdown. Oh. Okay. So Libman was the target. Now it's 4th.
You have 10. What do you do?
Good question.
Coach Brown's going to want to go for it here.
Yeah, I mean,
seconds left.
Coach Brown wants to, but does Upke want to?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, you're right. If you go into the halftime and you got, from a momentum perspective, you get the points. But you got the best offense in the state and the best QB in the country.
Yeah, you got to put.
You put the ball in his hands. If you can't put it in his hands, who can? So, all right, Spencer's in the gun. See what they come up with. It looks like Perry's showing a little bit of a possible outside blitz from their backer or their safety, number 8. So we'll see if they're bringing Goodlow up to cover this. And there's going to be a timeout. Did you see number 8 sneaking up from the safety spot?
It looked like there was maybe a little bit of confusion. Maybe Perry saw something they didn't like. Took a timeout just to talk things over with the defense, get everything straight.
Well, guys, this is huge because now think about this, though. We started off on defense.
Yeah.
So Perry's looking at the possession battle. And good luck. I mean, if you can stop our offense 1 out of every 5 times, you're probably doing pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So if we can somehow score here and go up 38-21, 17 points, and get the ball in the second half.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's going to be tough to overcome.
It's definitely a huge down for Perry. Definitely.
Well, it's huge for
down,
us.
Yeah,
right.
huge down for us.
With that blitzing safety, they look like they're going to try and pressure Spencer a little bit. You know,
well, yeah,
give him a roll about, a short field.
You can't give him all day. He'll pick you apart. But if you pressure him, he'll pick your poison, man. It's so hard to defend. It'd be a nightmare for any defensive coordinator to try to defend this offense. All right, here we go. 4th and 3. 29.4 seconds left in the half. We're up by 10. Come on, boys. Dial it up. Design rollout to the right. Spencer's going to unload. It's complete for first down yardage, but not touchdown yardage. That's okay. We got the first down, but it is in bounds. We're going to call a timeout? Well, or no.
I think they got to set the chains.
They got to set the chains. All right. So no, we're down at the 2-yard line? So you got 4 downs to deal with here. You might see him actually just spike it on first down. Or you might see Spencer just run it in.
Fake spike?
Yeah, exactly.
I love that play.
It's the clock's still at 21.4.
Let's watch the ref to see when it starts.
I think we still have a timeout there, guys. I see 1 on the scoreboard there. So they're trying to get the clock set correct. And it says 21.4, but it should be 23.6. I'm overhearing the coaches. All right, so 23.6. It's a runoff up the middle, and that's good low, and that's going to be good for...
No. Are you kidding?
Good for nothing? Oh,
yeah,
he's...
Those refs got to get set up.
Come on.
They're going to say that's... that is very unfortunate.
You know...
Ref didn't blow his whistle when we snapped the ball.
When I used to do games with Nate, he would get on the refs so hard.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that's tough.
It's a home broadcast, though. You know what? If we sound like we're biased, guess what? We are.
We are.
So Siliberti and Romano, back when they used to coach here, they used to just go off on those refs for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, life lesson. You don't want to make them too mad because they can make your life miserable. So, all right, 1st and goal. Here we go. And Spencer's under center. It's going to be a fake. This time he's going to throw. And that's going to be a touchdown to Jacob Brady. Atta kid, Jacob.
Beautiful.
Atta boy.
All right, what's that? The second touchdown in the past 2 minutes?
Yep. So now it's 37-21. We get the ball first in the second half.
Is it 8.1 seconds?
And on the other side of the ball, they just got to be looking at each other on defense going, okay, do you have any ideas? What's next? What are we going to do to slow this down? 38 first-half points against the second-ranked team in the state.
Well, 37. We haven't had the field goal yet.
I got faith. He'll make it. Did I jinx him?
No.
All right,
I
good.
don't think so.
Good. So another great job, and he's perfect on the night. Give the new guy, Jansen Malvik, kicker, give him a little love, ladies and gentlemen, because he's had a busy first half.
Sure.
5 PATs, a ton of kickoffs that were actually good kickoffs too. I mean, he doesn't have the booming leg that some of the kids did before, but he places it really well, and he's very accurate. So that's good. All right, 8.1 seconds left. 38-21. So we're at 59 first-half points. Goodness. You know, the schedule this year, guys, I was looking at Max Preps. That's where, folks, when you hear me do stats and different things, I get everything from maxpreps.com. And so they rank the teams nationally, like where they're at. The 10 games we play regular season this year, these guys are ranked second, our second toughest matchup to only the California team, J. Sarah, who we go on the road with.
Yeah.
I was really jealous when I saw their schedule this year. They put a lot of really good teams.
Yeah, we got Mountain Point, I think, next week. And
our section gets a little tougher, too. Last year it was a lot easier. But
you know what? Picking up Chaparral and Liberty made our division a lot tougher.
Those would be really fun games to play in, too.
And a little pooch kick and going towards the sidelines. And, you know, that's okay.
Take it.
Yeah.
Now
we've got to be curious to see what we do on defense here. They got 8.1 seconds left, so they're going to be going deep no matter what.
Yeah, our safety's got to play smart.
Yeah, I imagine there's Kyle Bryant, number 11, back there, and who else is in? Looks like
Trevor Crawford, I think, number 20.
There's Trevor in there, and we've got, I think, do I see 24 too? Let's see here.
No, Clay's not out
20.
there right
That's
now.
okay. That's Crawford. So you got Crawford and the safeties deep. The corners, of course, have got to know. You got to back off. And if they go deep, you just got to size them up.
Yeah.
You know? And it's tough. It's a hard thing to do.
As a safety, you always try to keep everything in front of you.
Yes.
Way more. It's more important right now. I mean, it's important during the whole game, but right now they're just going to try. I don't know if they're going to try to take a shot or they're just going to take a quick knee, or maybe just run the ball down, run the clock down, go to halftime.
I wouldn't be surprised if they come back to number 5. You know, that's Colby Dickey. That's been their weapon the entire game.
They're going to go for it.
It's exactly what they're doing.
They're just going to scramble around.
And you know
There you
what?
go.
That's okay
Strip
with
it.
us.
Strip it.
Keep running time off the clock. That's perfect.
Halftime.
So that'll bring us to halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Your Pinnacle Pioneers, ranked 3rd in the state, 38, and the number 2 ranked Perry Pumas, 21. Overall, a very solid first half. Quentin Powell really got things kind of untracked on the defensive side of the ball with 2 early interceptions in the first quarter. And I think that exceeds last year's totals. I think Q had 1 last year.
Q had 1 interception last year, and in this game
Tied with
alone.
him last year. I remember that. I was getting trashed for it.
You had an interception last year, really?
Yeah, in the first game on a screen.
Oh, that's right.
I had that 6th sense. I
Yeah,
read
Brophy.
it. But yeah.
Yeah.
But Q keeps playing like he's playing tonight. You can lead the state in interceptions easy.
Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Guys, if you want to kind of lead the charge with this, we want to do some shout-outs. And let's go to some of the former Pinnacle kids that are out playing college football. Now, let me handle the first 2, if you don't mind. My son played his senior year with Brian Lewerke, quarterback of Michigan State. And holy cow, folks, you've been hearing that name, I'm sure, quite a bit. He is actually a Heisman Trophy dark horse candidate right now and absolutely tearing it up.
That's unbelievable.
I mean, tearing it up. So shout out to you, Brian. I don't know if you're probably preparing for tomorrow's play tomorrow.
And you can't really say much about him. Like, he's such a great guy. He's a great football player, like, really great guy.
Probably the best compliment that I can think of besides, how good he is and athletic. As I asked my son one time, I said, so what's he like? He's like, he's actually, Dad, probably the nicest guy on the team.
Yeah, he's a great kid.
Legitimately the nicest guy on the team.
I played quarterback in 7th and 8th grade, and he coached me 8th grade All-Stars. And he was really teaching me a lot, and I really enjoyed talking to him. He's a great guy.
Well, he's bulked up. You've seen some of the I'm on the there's a Facebook page, Keeping Up with Brian, and his dad's the one that helped start this broadcast, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So that's David. Shout out to David as well, because this wouldn't be here if David wasn't involved early on. So, and also, how about Drew Dixon, running back at Baylor University? Drew played linebacker and running back back in the day for the Pioneers. Okay, so for these guys. And then now we'll go to the boys that you guys probably know a little bit better. Number 3,
Parker Red. Shout out to Parker Red. Great kid. He's over at Johns Hopkins University. Love the kid. I hope he's doing well. I haven't heard much from him or much about him, but I hope he's doing well. I'm sure he is.
Well, and the 4th kid was your compadre in the backfield at safety when I coached you guys.
Yeah, Alex Flood. Shout out Alex. He's over at Washington State, safety over there.
Yeah, first year, right? He played at Glendale for a couple of years.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, he went to Glendale, and then now he's over at Washington State. Again, haven't heard much from him or about him, but I'm sure he's doing great.
Now, Braden, you might know this next kid.
Yep, Luke Ashenbrand. He's going to Princeton, super smart kid. Just huge bookworm, like straight A's in all his classes, all that.
He's a beast on the field.
Yeah, big kid, big goofy kid on the field, but he gets it done in the classroom, and he's going to have a good football career and a good education out of that.
Now you were saying, now I know we've got Nick Spahn, who's a receiver that actually played back a little bit, and he's over in Lawrence Tech, I believe.
Michigan, yep.
Yeah. So his 2nd year there, if memory serves. Or is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. So, and then we've got Big Ben Fox, Scottsdale Community College. And you remember Ben from 2 years ago.
I used to go against Ben in one-on-ones in practice all the time, and just a big kid. For as big as he is, he's pretty fast. He's got these long arms, and I think he's going to go D1 after this year.
I think we're on a camera right now. I'm not
are
too
we
sure.
really?
Yeah, you said if we look to the right, we're on the camera.
Oh, there we are.
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, family, mom,
Yeah,
dad.
there's Andrew. There's Braden. All right, so next, how about Alexander Maxey? Now, Maxey played linebacker here. Great long snapper. Very gifted long snapper. His dad is one of the brains. He's the chief technical officer to put these. I think that's his title. I'm not sure. He's an IT guy. Him and Steve and Craig do such an incredible job. But so he's been involved with the broadcast forever too. Older brother played here. Was really good as well.
Alex, love him. Shout out to Alex. Hope he's doing well. I'm sure he is. Really smart kid. Really great kid. Really funny.
He's the starting long snapper for Dakota State.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
congrats, Alex.
Kyle Carricker, CSU Pueblo. Let's talk about Kyle.
He did a great job. He was outside linebacker last year, and as a DM, we both play on the same side. They weren't running that side. I'd hold him down, and I gave him about 100 more tackles than he would have had without me. But still a really good, fast player, and I think he's going to do great in Colorado.
Well, and the next one, Andrew, you might know this kid too. Tucker Parrish.
Tucker. One of my best friends. Just was at his house before he left.
He's up in Wisconsin.
Really cool.
Ripon College, right? Is it Ripon or Ripon?
I think it's Ripon.
Ripon. Okay.
Yeah, he's over in cold.
Oh, yeah.
Total opposite of here.
Oh, yeah.
He was super excited to go up there. I worked at a car dealership with him too, but it was super funny. He always had Ripon gear on. Like, there was a shirt or shorts or a hat, and you could just tell he could not wait to get out there and go play college football.
He's an intense competitor.
I love him. Shout out Tucker, like a brother to me.
So, Tucker, go get him, kid. And Luke Verbalitis.
Love Luke. He was a center for us last year, and he just did a great job. Was captain last year. Really ran the offense, and just another super high character kid. Played at Mesa for a semester, and is going to New Mexico Highlands now.
Awesome. And Andrew, a couple other kids that you're thinking of? I tried to come up with everybody. It's hard for me to do it, though.
First off, Dalton Cash over in Idaho. Shout out to Dalton, love him, brother to me. Also, Tristan Reeder. He's over at Lake Forest, correct?
Forest College,
Yep.
Okay.
Heard he's doing pretty well up there. Just shout out to everyone that we name, everyone out there playing. Just keep up the good work. Represent Pinnacle well. Love you guys.
Yep. And, folks, we haven't talked about who your coaches are. Let's go a little bit on the Pinnacle coaches. You guys can give a little bit of a shout-out to, first and foremost, the guy in charge, right? 15th season at Pinnacle, head coach Dana Zepke. Career record of 110 and 62, 11 consecutive playoff appearances. That's pretty cool. He back in his day, he played ball at California Lutheran University, and he played both O-line and D-line, depending on the year. And he was a team captain, prior to moving to Arizona when he started his coaching career. So, and next we got Mike Brown. We talked about him a little bit, the offensive coordinator. But, Braden, since you played for him, you want to go into a little bit more detail on what you know about him?
I love playing for Coach Brown. He was one of my favorite all-time coaches I ever had. Just really, really, really football smart. He knows what he's doing out there, and sometimes you disagree with the play call, but don't with him. He knows what he's doing. If we execute, it's going to work. And just a great guy too. Would always text me all his players. First day of school, homecoming. After we were done playing for him, text us for finals, prom, last day of school, graduation. It was just awesome playing for him, and it's an honor.
Well, and 32 years he's been coaching, which is why he's in the Hall of Fame from Arizona. But back in the day, he could play a little ball. He was, check this out.
The UTEP, right?
Yeah, he was a defensive back at the University of Texas, El Paso, and he's from my home state of Colorado. In high school, he was an all-state quarterback. So that gives you some insight into some of his, his mind, I guess. Andrew Hurley, the coordinator, year two.
I had him last year. Really, really intense guy. We started conditioning a lot more, so we were in better shape for a lot of game, but really intense and just really wants us to get after it.
I never had the
he coached after you were gone.
He coached after I played, and I was really upset about that because he was my triple jump and long jump coach.
Okay.
So that was a lot of fun. I really love him. Great guy.
Well, when he was a player here, here's coming in from a defensive end, Braden, you'll like to hear this. He still holds the sack record.
Yeah.
You might have reminded me that last year.
I was trying to beat that, but, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think he had 20.5 sacks, and he had 6.5 in one game. That's kind of insane. So he played with my nephew up at Colorado Mesa, too, actually. So small world. Tom Burke, offensive line coach, in his 11th season here, guys. He's had 26 years coaching both high school and college. Back in his day, he played for Bethany College in Kansas, and he's been teaching in the PV district for 24 years. I'm going to tell you something. He is a great coach.
Yeah, he's legit. You can tell all of our linemen are the strongest guys on the team because of him. He really focuses on the strength program here, really focuses on his linemen, and going against our O-line every year, he makes them so much better throughout the year, and just does a great job with that.
Yeah.
Everything he says is short, sweet, to the point, and gets it done.
Well, the next guy, Eric Ardall, special teams coordinator, he's a good friend of mine. So, but I'll tell you, Eric and I, we met because when our boys were fourth or fifth grade or whatever, we started coaching the little Pop Warner leagues and whatever. And by the time we were done and the kids were coming into high school, we'd won 3 state championships for the NYS level. And our playbook that he had for these 8th graders was more complex than what I had in college. And so I'm like, I think this guy can coach a little. And I told Dana that for years. And I'm really happy that he joined the program. And he's done a great job. He's a Wisconsin guy originally. And he served in the Marine Corps, very proud veteran. Kevin Crawford, defensive backs. Here you go, Andrew. You can get this one.
Coach Crawford coached me at safety my senior year. Great guy. He's a police officer, which is amazing.
Fantastic. Yeah, he's been at it 26 years. Actually.
Yeah. Great guy. Really, he cares about football, but he cares more about you as a person.
Right.
And making you a person. As well as, I'm going to go back on Zupke as well. He's a great coach, but he focuses on character. And that's what makes both of them great coaches to me.
I 100% agree. Now, some of these newer guys I don't know as well. Chris Duane, I believe, D-U-A-N-E. He's a linebackers coach, but taking a look at it, check this out. He was at North Canyon defensive coordinator the last couple of years, and he actually was the head coach for South Point High School and won a state title back in 2014. Dana's got some good coaches on this. Sure. I'm telling you. And you got Angel Alua, been here forever. 5th year coaching at Pinnacle, has done an outstanding job. Defensive line.
Love Angel, yep.
Different things. He's a warrior in the film room. He's up here setting up all the time. Kids love him. They just do. Justin Burke, freshman QB coach. He's in his 11th season here, and he's been offensive coordinator. He's been defensive coordinator. Justin has been a mainstay in this, him and Tom, for 11 years.
He coached me my freshman year. Coached, all of us. He was our offensive coordinator. Really good coach, really good guy.
Yeah,
he was intense on the field, but when defense was out, he was great time. So
yeah,
he looks. And I saw a post on PinnacleFootball.com. By the way, folks, if you go to PinnacleFootball.com and the Twitter feed, there's a picture of Coach Burke there. And he looks just like the Los Angeles Rams head coach, Sean McVay. I mean, they could be twins.
They really do. It's scary.
It's pretty scary.
It's so scary.
Michael Goodlow, Matt's dad, I would assume, or uncle.
That's his brother, actually.
Or brother. It's his brother.
Yeah.
Okay. So D-line coach, 2nd year coaching at Pinnacle, 3rd in high school. He played for North Canyon and was Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, he'd always show the state championship rings. Pretty funny, but he was kind of shy at first, coming into school and everything, but once we got going, we all loved him. Our O-line loved him, and he was a good compliment to other D-line coaches last year.
And next we got Matt Henshaw. So Matt, 2nd year here. I had a chance to meet him after one of the games last year. Nice guy. Played at Methodist University in North Carolina, and he's the JV head coach this year and varsity backs. Now you played underneath him last year.
Yeah, Coach Henshaw is another one of those guys where he gets you going, but he does it in a fun way. You're excited to go listen to him and go play for him, and just another really smart football mind too.
Mitch Brady, freshman head coach Mitch Brady. So you guys, did you play for Mitch back in the day?
No, I didn't.
Okay, may have come afterwards. He does a great job. I had a chance, and obviously his son plays for the team. Got a chance to work with him some last year. He's also another great football coach. So next we have Jason Mickelson. He's the linebackers coach, 2nd year at Pinnacle. In 2014, he was a graduate of Pinnacle High School and a former player, going back a couple of years. So Bob Adams, wide receiver coach, 1st year at Pinnacle, coached the Youth Storm program for the past 3 years. So another guy that had a lot of success at the lower levels and then came up and in high school. Then we get to Dave Franklin, linebackers defensive coordinator, 2nd year at Pinnacle, played in college at Brown University. I don't know Coach Franklin as well. Maybe you do.
I don't know Coach Franklin.
No, you don't.
Neither do I. There's a lot of new coaches. I'm sure they're very
well,
talented.
the next guy. Here's your chance.
Guy.
We know this guy.
Will Zupke.
Yeah.
I've heard that name somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds
Is he related
familiar.
to someone?
Yeah, I don't know. But he used to play here, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So he's a freshman defensive backs coach, studying engineering. the year that I coached, he was a senior. And I'll say this, his intelligence was off the charts.
He's literally the smartest kid I know.
I mean, football smarts, a lot of people think that, football's not that complex. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it can be extremely complex. And then you get kids like him that really get it.
Yeah, and he played middle linebacker for us that year, and, as D lineman, we don't know what's going on all the time. But he knew where everyone had to be. He knew what everyone had to do, was always calling the plays. And was always really confident in that.
Yeah.
Following Pop's footsteps.
Yeah, one of my best friends, love him to death. He's a brother to me. I know I can call him when I need some help on homework anytime.
That's a nice hookup to have, actually.
Oh, yeah. No, if I need help on homework, he calls, especially math. He's a math whiz. I think is it aerospace engineering he's
something like
studying?
That. Whatever he
something
does,
like that.
He'll try teaching you, and you just feel dumb next to him.
Yeah, for real.
He'll be coaching football and building rockets.
At the same time.
Somewhere in there. And then we've got Mari LeBlanc, defensive line. First year with Pinnacle. 5 years experience, again, on the youth level of state championships. So impressive, guys. Very impressive.
Right.
So how about some news? Should we cover some Pioneer news? If you folks, if you go to the website, pinnaclefootball.com, that you probably did to log into this, and you start playing around, you'll see some kind of cool stuff. So, we'll start off with Spencer. We've been given all kinds of kudos, but he is a preseason All-American #1 QB by USA Today, by Max Preps. I mean, that's just, it's insane when you figure that there's over 1.3 million high school football players. It's 1 in a million, right?
Yeah.
So
literally.
And then let's go back a little bit. I want to do that shout out to Brian Lewerke. They're Michigan State, former quarterback for the Pinnacle Pioneers. It is insane that you get Brian and Spencer back to back.
For sure, and you got JD coming up too.
And JD too,
quarterback out of high school.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to turn a lot of heads. But some of the things Brian's done, he set a Michigan State record last year as a sophomore, 3,352 yards. You know who was at Michigan State before him, right? Kirk Cousins.
Yep.
Okay.
Connor Cook.
Yep. Yeah, we can keep going. Drew Stanton, I mean, a lot
Big
of
names.
NFL quarterbacks.
And he's the only one that has really started to run the ball, too. That's what made him so good last year, is you thought Michigan State was these pocket passers that stand in there, but he was moving and really throw defenses off.
I would be the gazelle.
Yeah.
He got long legs, long strides.
One of the guys on Michigan State called him White Lightning.
Yeah, White Lightning.
That's funny.
Fast, yeah.
That is funny. Well, he's bulked up. He's 6'3", 215 now. If you see the pictures, Brian's no longer skinny.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good-sized kid.
Yeah, he got big.
So good family, too,
Oh, yeah.
Great family. Let's see who else. Spencer, talking about Goodlow again. Spencer made the comment he really thought that he would be the top running back in the state, period. That's quite a statement. I mean, for a first-year starter.
With our O-line and, Matt Goodlow's ability, I think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It could be.
I believe it.
Here's what's kind of cool. So later this year, when we play Chaparral, ESPNU is going to be covering that game. They may kick us out of the booth, folks. I hope we can run it too, but, I think if ESPN's here, they probably will have dibs over us to cover that game. But what's going to happen that night, I don't know if it's ever happened in high school sports history. The #1 ranked senior quarterback in the country, Spencer Rattler, Pinnacle. #1 ranked junior quarterback in the entire country is Jack Miller from Chaparral going to Ohio State. Have you ever seen the top senior and top junior quarterbacks in the entire country face off? Who knows?
I personally
I mean, there's got to be a stat geek out there that can figure that out. And as much of a stat geek I am, I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
That's just unbelievable.
That is truly unbelievable.
Arizona's had a lot of great quarterbacks come out, at other schools too. So.
Oh yeah. Well, our talent, just in general,
for sure.
This state, what I've seen from when my kids started freshman year watching these varsity programs, you know what? You take our top 3 to 5 teams in this state, we'll play anybody.
For sure.
Yeah.
We'll play anybody. Look, Centennial last year knocked off the #3 team in the country.
Yeah.
So we've got who else? This is kind of cool. Back on August 11th, Coach Hurley, the defensive coordinator and the football team, joined the Spirit Line to volunteer at Feed My Starving Children. And together, they packaged 210 boxes to the Philippines, equaling 45,000 meals.
Jeez.
That's pretty cool. That is. Hey, let's show a little love to linebacker Greg Alley. He has been invited to play in the Blue-Gray All-American game in Dallas later this year.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Greg was a super strong kid. I remember, he was a year younger than me, but coming in the weight room, we expect to lift at least a little more than him. And he was throwing up 2 times as much as you. It was unreal. So he definitely
great physical shape. Even when I was there, he was putting up bigger numbers than me. Great kid. Hugely lifts. like nonstop. It's crazy.
Guys, you know the greatest thing about having both of you here tonight? This almost 50-year-old can take a little restroom break. The show is yours, boys. Tear it up. I'll be back in about 5.
Oh, no.
Pioneers re-enter the field.
Here come the Pioneers. Yeah.
All right, folks, we're going to be a little new to this, so bear with us.
Bear with us,
a
please.
short time. Mr. Dixon is in the bathroom.
All right, Braden, so what are you doing for college, huh?
I'm going to the University of Wyoming. Just want a little change and gonna have fun out there.
Sorry, what was that?
Well, the University of Wyoming, and you know, just want to know something a little different, a little cooler than Arizona, and we're excited to go up.
What made you choose Wyoming?
I just wanted something different. You know, I grew up in Arizona. I actually really love Arizona, but I just want a different culture experience. So,
Yeah. Why you going there?
I just, you know,
That's good.
what I said before.
All right, looks like the refs are starting to get everything figured out. About to tee up the ball and kick off here soon.
Folks, Pinnacle football, the blue and white club would like to personally thank all the dedicated sponsors for the generous support in helping all the Pinnacle football student athletes reach the goal on and off the field. Please make sure you stop in and visit our sponsors during your day-to-day routines and thank them for the program and our kids.
All right, folks, period getting ready to kick off. Second half here. Let's see if this Pioneer offense can keep its roll going.
I think it was huge that we scored right before the half, and we're getting the ball back at half in the third quarter. I think that's huge. That's huge.
You know, if we can score some points here, it's Perry's gonna have a tough one to dig themselves
Most
out.
definitely, especially with our offense. All right, we got Q Powell, Quentin Powell in the back receiving, as well as Matty Goodlow. There's a deep kick, probably a touchback. Yeah, there's a touchback. All right, so the ball is coming out to the 25, correct?
I believe so. Yep.
All right, so here comes the Pioneer offense.
We get the win going against Spencer and Pioneers a little bit.
See if we could just go to the ground and pound a little bit, like we have been.
With Matt Goodlow, we can.
I mean, it's been working, so why stop?
Yeah. Was it 3 touchdowns already for his first game? He's doing a great job.
O-line's doing a fantastic.
The Pioneers with Spencer Rattler, number 2.
They won't know that there is a man will come up when he gets up for this one.
All right, folks. First and 10 at the Pioneer 20.
All right, we're just trying to get the clock up to 12 minutes.
The officials seem like they got to step their game up a little bit. Been slacking a little bit tonight.
There we go.
All right, let's get it
It's at
rolling.
12. Play some football. All right, here we go. Looks like tight end left, a little bit of wing T. One running back, motion over to the right. Shotgun. Spencer gets a snap, drop back. What
Marcus
a pass.
Littman, way to keep his feet in bounds right
We got
there.
a flag on the play.
We might have some pass interference on
Yeah,
that
it
one.
might have a little bit of a push on that one. That's tough. Yeah. Looks like it's going to be pass interference on Marcus Littman, correct?
Yep, looks like it.
Yeah.
He's getting his
That's
first
tough.
game jitters out, though. Still having a great game.
Yeah, that was a beautiful throw, a beautiful catch, right on the sideline, got his toes down. Beautiful play.
Yeah, Spencer put it on the money right there.
Oh, yeah.
Cornerback couldn't get it, and if Marcus happened to drop it, it's going out of bounds. So.
Yeah, I think so.
And the repeat first down.
Looks like 1st and 20 at the 10-yard line.
All right, let's see. Spencer under center, motion to the right, jet sweep. Jack Jepson going to the right. Looks like a gain of probably about 2, maybe 3.
Jepson, number 22 on the carry.
O-line did a good job staying on their man line. Just got to push him up field a little bit more, make some room for Jepson.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 78.
All right, let's see what they do here. What is it, about 1st and 17, maybe 18 yards? Or sorry, second and 17, 18.
Hello, boys. Thank you.
Yeah, no
Good line,
problem.
Coach.
So what are we at? 2nd and 18?
Yeah. 2nd 18, motion to the right. Spencer, shotgun. Scrambling. Ooh,
Careful,
cut
he
back.
could
He's
run,
going to
too.
take it, run.
It's going to be
Get
a
out of
first down
bounds,
right
beautiful.
there.
Look at 18-yard run about.
Is that first down yardage?
First down by Spencer.
Okay, so here we are. It's a madhouse. This is a packed house. guys.
Yeah, it is up here.
I got caught up in the crowds. Man, there's a lot of people here.
Yeah, it is crazy. I don't even think there's enough seats. Everyone's lining up on the fence. That's crazy.
I've never seen a line in the restroom in this stadium ever.
Really?
Until tonight. So,
Under center.
here we go. Go ahead, Andrew.
Handoff to Matty Goodlow. Ooh, stuff. No, not enough room.
33 on the carry.
Good play from the defensive line. Tough for Matt Goodlow.
I think our stadium here, our field here is really funny because we got these big, nice home stands, and then our away stands are tiny. Like they make the band pack in there, and then by the time all the parents are there, students gotta walk up and get the fence and try and look through players to see the game.
All right. So what are we looking at? 2nd and 11.
Yep.
Opening kickoff. What, they get a touchback on the opening
Yeah,
kickoff?
yeah.
Okay. Spencer under center, Twins left, motion. And play action. Looking down the left side. He's going to uncork the cannon. Look out. There's Q. He's got a step.
He's too fast. Too fast.
You don't see people outrun Spencer's throws that often. You just did.
I mean, combine Q's blazing speed and then a headwind coming from the north.
Yeah, that's the challenge.
That's a tough throw for Spencer.
Yeah,
He did
without
it.
a doubt.
It was still a nice throw, but with the wind, it probably slowed the ball down a little bit.
Going to bring up 3rd and 11 from the 29. What do you dial up here, boys? Roll out, middle screen, what do you think?
Screen, I think. I think middle screen. We'll see, though.
We got trips to the right, or a bunch, I guess, twins with the tight end to the right. Single back, Spencer under center. Going to play the play action game here. Brady in a fullback, yep. Play action pass. He's going to step up, and he's got an open
Beautiful.
receiver. Great route down to the 45, up to the 50. Good reception. Or is that Brady?
Jacob Brady.
He does a great job getting open.
Yeah.
He doesn't have blazing speed, but he knows where to be on the field and makes a difference.
Beautiful pocket presence by Spencer right there. Looked like 2 of our linemen, maybe pulling guard or pulling tackle. Looked like they collided a little bit, but Spencer got out there and made the throw. Great job.
When Jacob was a sophomore and I coached him on JV, I called him ball hawk because he had a knack on defense at safety. Whenever we needed a turnover, I'd just say, hey, Jacob, go get us the ball. And he would.
Yeah,
He'd come back to the sideline
mind,
and go, yeah,
for
I got
sure.
it. Here you go, coach. Want me to do it again? Yeah, why don't you? Go ahead. So we've got motion to the right.
Oh, no.
Looks like the right guard might have moved.
Yeah, 60.
Bad man right there.
Feel bad for the lineman because when you call them out, sometimes it's for
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah. The O-line's been doing a great job. That's, I believe, the first false start of the game.
It is. It is.
That's a great job. I know Burke's gonna be upset right now, but
That's Adna Oda, right? Number
Yeah.
60.
Yep.
He's the 6'6", 350-pounder, folks.
That's tough.
So 1st and 15, Pioneers at the 48. Spencer in the gun. Design rollout left. Got a lot of options. He's going to cork it. Ooh, it almost gets picked.
It's a little high there for Sunday.
Yeah, he was looking for Shane Sunday, and the safety, number 3, was coming over the top. Did a pretty good job. It's always interesting to watch that first drive in the second half to see what adjustments have been made.
Yeah.
You know, what they're doing a little differently than maybe they did in the first half to try to slow us down.
Yeah. We're still grinding out the clock, though. I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
It's 9:38 left in the third quarter, folks. And we're going to have, let's see. So Spencer's going to go under center. 2nd and 15, excuse me. Motion by Brady. And now it's grounded pound time. No room for Matty
Stuffed.
Goodlow that time. That's going to be a 2-yard loss. And that'll create a 3rd and 17.
yeah, they got their eye on Matt Goodlow now. You know, now's the time where Brown's probably going to start opening up and get some other guys.
Yeah, after that first half Matty just had, he's no longer going to be a stick around the state. He's now on film. So,
Yeah, for sure.
well, 3rd and 17. See what Mike Brown dials up, offensive coordinator. Play action. Spencer gets hit as he throws, and Libman was the intended receiver, just couldn't quite get it there. So for the first time the entire game, Pinnacle's going to punt. Guess who your punter is?
Malvic.
No,
No, Spencer.
Number 2, Spencer Rattler.
Spencer.
You remember how many
That's right.
times
I do remember
that formation that we picked up so many fake punts on last
Yeah.
year? I mean, it's ridiculously hard to stop because he actually led the team in punting last year.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew that.
For sure.
Stats-wise, he did.
We'd always have that we had an offensive package last year where you'd keep the offense out there and Spencer would just snap it and boot it. It would
Yeah.
always be a good kick, too.
He'd decide now. He's got a heavy wind in his face here, going left or
Yeah,
right.
that's tough.
And he is going to boot it. And, you know, that's going to be all right. Fair
fair
catch.
catch at 22.
Yeah, down to 22. That's a job well done.
Yeah.
I mean, into the wind, you get about 30 yards from that, but that's a far cry different.
Yeah.
But you could tell he was coming up to go, all right, we got a hole here or a crease.
Yeah.
So 8:54 left. First time, the entire game, that's the first time they've stopped our offense, isn't it?
Yep.
I think we scored on every possession in the first half, unless I'm mistaken. Or did they stop us once?
I think the first possession we scored. I don't remember. I think we did.
Thought we
You're
did,
right.
yeah.
You're right.
So, all right. So here we go. Purdy in the shotgun. He's going to have trips to his right,
Good job, defense, not flinching on that fake.
and quick passing game. It's
Get up,
complete
get up,
to
get
their
up.
weapon.
Outside.
Uh,
There you go.
32-yard line. That's number 5, Colby Dickey.
It was actually Trevor Crawford, I think.
Well,
Came up, made the tackle.
Yeah.
Yep. They're going to go after that short game, and they're going to pencil in and go after number 5. That was an 8 to 9 yard pickup. Shotgun formation, trips again. And this time they're going to run the counter. A little bit of a hole there. He found it. He's over the 40, 45, all the way up to the 48-yard line.
Nice fade.
So they're running trips. The formation stays the same. They're either going to hit the little counter to their big back, or they're going to go for the quick or the slant. So they're trying to stretch the defense out and then really make it tough on the linebackers.
Yeah.
And they're going no huddle too. So Perry at the 48. Same formation again. That back's a load. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
It's Jaden Burns.
There it is again. Same
Yeah,
play.
Burns on the carry again. And this time it looks like, is that
Good
Crawford?
cutback.
Yeah, Crawford come up and get him.
Number 40 on the carry.
No, that was Maya, number 31.
Trevor Crawford, number 20.
Well, interesting. They're down 17. They may just be okay with just taking their time and playing keep away from the offense.
Yeah, that's how our defense out a little bit.
Yeah. They have to take a timeout.
So too many men on the field, it looks like,
Yeah.
and the Perry coach is not happy.
That's one of the
About that.
things that coaches absolutely hate.
Oh, yes, without a doubt. Well, let's go back to our corporate sponsors here, folks. And let's go to our trade sponsors, Arena Sports Grill, Upper Crust. Arena Sports Grill is big on atmosphere with a hip interior vibe, with a state-of-the-art audio-visual system featuring 27 plasma TVs hung throughout the restaurant and bar for an entertaining culinary experience. Barro's Pizza, the family-owned and operated pizza restaurant with numerous locations throughout the greater Phoenix area. Your favorite lunch and dinner options, all available for dine-in, takeout, and delivery at Barro's Pizza. The secret family pizza recipe has been passed down through multiple generations, bringing the original thick yet fluffy crust and the tangy, sweet, and spicy sauce straight from Italy to you. We'll also throw in my daughter's favorite place, Jamba Juice. Since 1990, Jamba Juice has been inspiring healthy living through freshly blended whole fruit and vegetable smoothies, bowls, juices, and more, with no artificial flavors or preservatives. More than 900 locations worldwide. Visit us locally in Scottsdale Town Center at 15686 North Frank Lloyd Wright. Back to action we go. 2nd and 5, double twins, empty backfield. And what are we going to see here? QB draw, guys, maybe? Nope. He's going to go up top this time, and coverage on the play, and almost a great catch by number 16, their wide receiver. He had a step, and the ball got hung up in the air, it looked like.
Yeah, it did. Good recovery by Almalik. It's tough when you're behind the receiver to not look up for the ball. You just got to run straight to him, try to get your hand in there when the ball gets there. It's a tough play, but you did a great job.
And Almalik did a pretty good job there playing man for a linebacker. You know, he stuck with him for the most part the whole time, so good job, Almalik.
3rd and 5. So a good point. They were in man that time, it looked like. When you see a linebacker that far down the field, that's kind of a clue. Designed rollout to the left. Going to come back to the right and set up the screen. Have they got the numbers? They do. That's a first down and more, down to the 30. That's the big tight end we were talking about. Well, actually, that's a tackle eligible. Hold on. 93. No, that's Patterson. That's the tight end. He's got D1 offers, 4 or 5 that are out there. So he's a load, 6'6", I think 250.
Yeah, he's big buddy. He's got that frame that those D1 scouts are looking for.
Yep. So we got a penalty. Ooh, that helps, folks. So we'll take that holding penalty. It was a pretty clean first half, guys. You didn't see a lot of penalties out there, did you?
No, I think we had 2, and I think that's Perry's first one.
I think that's his second. They had a face mask.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. But either way, it's 2 really disciplined teams, and
two well-coached teams.
Definitely.
Perry's really come on. I mean, you didn't hear a whole lot about Perry 2 or 3 or 4 years ago.
It was usually Chandler, Hamilton.
Yeah, it was always a Chandler show.
Now
they've come on strong.
They're really in the mix now.
So 3rd and 3, big 3rd down for the Pioneers. And it looks like we've got a couple potential blitz coming from defense. Backers are stunting into the hole. And it is a weak side blitz to put pressure on the QB. He's got some wheels, tries to stretch it out. Great job.
That?
Good job.
Jeez.
It was Kyle Bryan coming out.
I saw someone flying.
I'm trying to figure out, was that Q? No?
I think it was Almalik. Let's see the replay here.
Okay.
Hopefully there's a replay.
Well, and now it's going to bring up a 4th and 3, and they're going to go for it. They're at midfield. Of course they are. It's a big down here.
Yeah, huge.
With all the fireworks we had in the first quarter, the first half, we're scoreless in the 3rd quarter at this point.
Yeah, if Perry wants to keep hanging with us, they got to get something going here.
Yeah. You better score 50 to beat this team this year. Yeah. Pioneers I'm talking about. So, total spread look. And he's going to rush.
Get him, Boo-Boo.
Is he going to get up there? And he does get the edge. He's up to the 41-yard line. The referees missed an eligible receiver downfield. But that happens. So Perry converts on 4th down. He's got some wheels.
Yeah.
Well, so back to action. Purdy trips left. Watch that draw play. There it is. And up to the 40, to the 35, and down to the 32-yard line. They keep hitting that same hole over the right guard. He just follows the right guard.
Well, we're doing a good job of, coming up and filling, but we just got to keep our feet when we make that tackle.
Yeah.
A lot of our guys are lunging a little bit. That's how he's breaking through. We get our feet right, and we stop. We get a big stop and get defense off the field.
We just need to get a body on him, slow it down, let the rest of the team come along.
Yeah, he's a big kid to tackle one-on-one.
You got to wrap too.
So 2nd and 2. And play action. Purdy's going to try up top. He's got his big tight end open, and that's going to be a touch.
Oh,
is
no.
it? No, incomplete.
Wow.
Good job at the last minute. I think defensive back got his hand in there.
It's Trevor Crawford and looks like Jack Havner over there.
93, Patterson.
I'm not sure if he dropped it or if we tore it out, but either way, the result's the same. It's going to create a 3rd and 3. So Trevor Crawford. That's tough. I mean, that kid, again, he's 6'6". So let's take a look at the replay here, folks, and see if they got it in. Pretty good throw. And right there, he's got it. And I do think it was pulled out
a little bit. Yep.
I think it was
Havner got his hand in there.
I think
from
the corner.
behind.
Yep.
That's a good play.
So 3rd and 3. And play action again. This time they're going to get a little pressure. Can they finish the deal? No, again, their big tight end gets it. Wow. Down to the 18-yard line.
Tough.
That's Kyle Patterson again. Well, he's got offers from Air Force. He's got offers from Idaho. I mean, the kid's a player.
Yeah, big kid. Good, pretty good hands.
I think they're going to start looking for him a lot more downfield too. You know, he's got that size advantage over a lot of our DBs. So I think Perry's going to try and take advantage of that.
Yeah. He's also that tight end that just caught it. He's got Oregon State and Syracuse and UC Davis also offering him. So he's a weapon. All right, 1st and 10 from the 20. Got to tighten up here, D. And going to be a quick throw complete to the 18-yard line. Puts on a move, and he's going to be to the 10 and down at the 6-yard line.
Like I said, those open field tackles are really tough.
They are.
I think some of our juniors right now are, getting their first varsity game, jitters out a little bit. You just got to be calm and keep your leverage. Right there, we lost leverage. If you keep your leverage, it's really easy.
Well, everything went our way the first half. 3rd quarter, they got to stop.
Drive.
Yeah, it is. But they had, it's still the same score, though. 5:06 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And Purdy's going to roll to his right, throws it quickly, incomplete. So that'll create a 2nd and goal.
Just a bit outside.
Intended for number 18.
There's a pull from an old movie. How did he say that when he was on it? Just
a bit outside.
All
Shout out to my dad. He loves that saying.
So second goal. Watch number 5. Where's he at? That's who we like to go to. Now they're going to go to that same power formation.
They're going to pull a guard and run to the right.
They got the unbalance to the right now. So that left tackle, 93, he can go out for a pass right now if he wants to.
And he does.
Oh, he just
incomplete. Boy, you called that, Brady.
Yeah.
It was tackle eligible. You're right.
Yeah, I know that's what you want to do, especially on the goal line. When you run an unbalanced line like that, defense is going to shift over and it's going to open up that area on the weak side a lot more.
Right, because the receiver to the left was off the ball.
Yeah,
he was a couple yards off the ball.
Especially when he's got a number like 93, that's not a typical receiver number.
Right.
So it gets lost in the mix if he's playing tackle or if he's not.
Well, and he's that same tight end. That's their game plan, is to really try to get the ball to him, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if they run it here. 3rd and goal. Same thing again.
Yeah.
He's going to be eligible.
Oh, that's a false start.
Or
74 right tackle.
all right, that helps. So
Yeah,
that'll create
beautiful.
3rd and goal from the 13. So that's a little bit different of a ball game. Well, from the 10. So 3rd and goal from the 10.
See if we can get a stop here. See if we can get them to kick a field goal.
Well, the wind is at their back.
Yeah.
Whether they would kick a field goal or not, I don't know. Being down 17 with number 2 and that offense on the other side,
Yeah.
I doubt it. We'll see, though. Purdy in the gun. And he's going to play action, and he's going for the fade over to the left-hand side. He's got an open receiver.
Beautiful.
Good recovery.
Right there. It's Jack Havner on the coverage.
Good. He had a step for a minute, but it was good closing speed by the corner. And Andrew, to your point earlier, that's what you have to do. You have to catch up, and right as they're catching it, just try to knock that thing out.
Zupke always try to drill that in our heads. That if you get left behind, looks like they're bringing out the field goal unit. Sorry. If you get left behind, you gotta just don't worry about the ball. You run straight towards his hands, and once you get there, you put your hand in his hands, and you just move your hand, try to pop the ball out, and that was a good play.
How come 7'9" Tosh Baker isn't on the field goal block right now, guys? 6'9", sorry, not 7'9". He looks 7'9", but
I don't know.
I mean, he could just jump up and dunk it on him, right? He's got those basketball
Well,
offers.
somebody got through.
Yeah, that looked like
It's no good. It hits the upright.
Look like
and
71.
71 for the Pioneers.
Drew
Busted
Anchor
through
right there.
Yeah, he really wanted that block right there.
Well, no harm, no foul, guys. You know, the entire third quarter has been scoreless here. The defense bent, but they didn't break. Right?
Yeah.
The result is now the offense, for the first time in the game, got stopped in the first drive of the third quarter. So, you know, 4:47. I could easily see a one-play scoring drive at about 4:30. You know, or up another touchdown. With this offense, you just don't know.
Yep. You could see another, 20-play drive.
Well, I'd be curious to see. Are they going to put the pedal down a little bit and open it up, or are they going to try to ground and pound?
I think Coach Brown's going to want to score here. He doesn't like to, play that kind of conservative game since we're up now. He wants to go attack and,
Well, yeah, if we can get up 45-21, to close out the third quarter, that's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Because we'll have them doubled up. And to your point, so we're going to trips to the right, so a little bit more of a wide open look. We're going to play the play action game. Either Matty Goodlow up the middle or Spencer on the play action. This time they're going to run it, and he gets hit right in the hole. That middle linebacker came up and gave him a pop.
Our offense our O-line right there is going to stay on their blocks a little bit. I think Tosh gave it up a little bit, but, if he finishes block right there, Matt busts that out for at least 5 yards.
Yeah, and they've got their linebacker number 44 is a good player.
Yeah.
I think what's the kid's
Braxton
name?
Smith.
Yeah, he can play.
I've seen him on plenty of tackles tonight.
He reminds me of those Brophy linebackers that used to have their tiny and just fly around with the ball.
Yeah. Stocky.
So empty set, trips right with single left. Spencer's going to look to his right.
Good
Got plenty of time. Now he's going to create some more time. He might run. He's going to. Haven't seen this yet all game, but watch this, folks.
20.
Up to the 46, 47-yard line.
Don't take that hit.
Yeah, I mean, a smart play by Spencer.
Beautiful.
Instead of trying to wing it 50 yards, he saw an open alley. He knew he could pick up the first down, 25 yards. That I just keep seeing him grow with his intelligence.
Yeah, he's got the speed to do it too.
Right.
It's not like 5 yards get out of bounds. He's got the speed to run past people and make cuts on them where most quarterbacks can't.
Yeah, and it's smart, throwing into this wind that far, and it was probably pretty good coverage. But even if there was a guy with a step, you're guaranteed to pick up 20 in the first down and keep the drive going. So,
beautiful play by Spencer.
We've got twins to the left, motion. Jacob Brady over to the right, and play action. Spencer's going to go up into the pocket. This time he's pulling the trigger, and he's trying to get down to Q. Oh, is that going to be a flag?
That was a little early.
A little touchy, right? That's a little touchy.
I think they know about Q. They're putting double coverage on him every time. That safety's keeping an eye out for Q going deep because we hit that a lot last year.
That should open up our tight end, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it should.
That'd be nice.
Well, 2nd and 10 from the 46. Tick-tock, 3:54 left in the third quarter. And you've got Junnan in at running back. I knew that would happen a little bit this year. Spencer, this time he's going to throw to his right. A beautiful throw.
Oh.
Just out of the hands of Libner.
Libman.
Libman, sorry.
Outside. So close. That was a beautiful throw, just a little bit too much on it.
And, thrown it, again, with the swirling wind, it's hard to be precise on those, especially beyond from the left hash, thrown to the right, about 20 yards down. So, interesting call coming up here with 3rd and 10 from the 46. And going a little bit more of a bunch formation here. Got the tight end to the left with 2 receivers close to the line. Jacob Brady going to his right. Might see a run here. Nope, play action. And Spencer's going to evade the rush. And couldn't quite get to Jacob Brady. Nice play from the safety for Perry to come up. So that'll create 4th and 10, punting formation, punting situation.
That's tough.
Well, that's 2 drives in a row.
Yep.
Not sure if we just came out a little bit more cold or if they made some adjustments that are being a little bit more effective on the defensive side of the ball.
Dad, you have the receiver, right?
And Spencer, this time he's going to pooch it again, and he kicks away. What a wonderful punt. Takes a great bounce for the Pioneers down to the 19-yard line. He froze the entire defense. That was nice.
Beautiful.
So now it's suddenly become 1970s football. It's field position back.
Yeah.
After a track meet in the first half, you just never know what to expect. So 3:32 remaining. That change of play will go back out, and we're going to go with Some more sponsors. Our trade sponsors, NPX Auction. A nod to sponsor of ours, NPX, a neighborhood joint. It's where your family-friendly neighborhood spot for great food and a friendly atmosphere. Located at 4717 East Bell in Phoenix on the southwest corner of Bell and Tatum. And we'll come back to the others here in a bit. All right, 17-point lead, 3:32 left in the third quarter. Purdy in the shotgun.
Trips right.
Yep. And there's that same handoff up the middle. And he's got a little bit of room up to the 26-yard line. So
Number 28 on the carry.
Looks like Big Sam got that first.
Yeah, if we can get our legs pumping, wrap up and get under us, we're doing 4 and outs every time.
Yeah.
Well, that was Tracy Franklin. Jalen Young again. That's Jalen Young, the running back. They've stayed with that same formation the entire game.
Yeah.
They haven't deviated a whole lot from it. And quick pass is complete. And he's going to get up to about the 32, first down yardage. You know, you get the feeling from a time of possession perspective, they're trying to take their time. But, you know, they're down 17 points with 2:55 left. At some point, they got to put the foot down on the gas pedal. Same formation, trips right. And this time they're going to get movement.
False start.
Yep, movement on the O-line.
False start against Perry. That's going to back him up 5.
I saw where the Arizona Republic picked Perry to win this one. It's Richard Obert, though. He hardly ever picks us in big games.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't know how much he likes us.
Hard to
I
say.
think we had a lot of past players that mess with him a little bit on Twitter. So,
yeah,
you know.
Who knows? All right, so we're at 1st and 15. And,
busted.
He's got some room, and he's got some jets, too, to the 50, up to the 46-yard line.
He's not an easy kid to stop. He's 5'10", 195. He's a senior. I'm pretty sure he played last year. I think he's coming back this year as a senior.
He's tough.
Talented. He's not easy to stop.
Nope, he's tough. So 1st and 10.
Trips right.
Yep, same thing.
Hand off and stop.
Much better job.
Perfect job right
93,
there.
92.
That's 99. Jacob Gemelli over there.
Gemelli, good play. That was beautiful.
It really was. And who else?
TFL, tackle for lost.
Who else was in on that? Was that 95? Is that who you guys are calling out?
99 Clark Ray, and I think, or 95 Clark Ray.
Yeah,
and,
so Clark Ray got in there. So they're starting to shuffle the D-line a little bit, get some fresh bodies
They
in
do
there.
that a lot,
good.
yeah.
Which is good. You have to.
Yeah, especially if they're going to take their time on offense like this.
Always stay on side there.
Well,
yeah, we got enough depth at D-line where we could do that, and, you know, it's not going to hurt us too bad.
Well, especially when you have a line the size that they have. They got some big kids, too.
They're going
Purdy,
deep here.
yeah, he's going to try the same route down the left sideline. Boy, that's a beautiful throw. And it's out of bounds.
Oh, they called him out of bounds.
It was a beautiful throw, though. You got to give him credit. You know, younger bro of Brock Purdy's pretty decent. I guarantee you we're going to see quarterbacks a lot worse than this year.
Yeah.
You know, he's a pretty good player.
Yeah, he's really slinging it when he has the ball. They're running a lot right now, but when you're running a lot comes an opening, and the DBs kind of get a little bit focused on run, a little bit of tunnel vision. So that's what's happening right now.
Well, we got a big 3rd and 12 now. And they're going to go.
Needs to stop here.
Twins to the right. Purdy getting the play call in. Got a single high safety look.
Might go the same thing this side.
And this time they're going deep again, all down the sideline.
Beautiful.
And incomplete into double coverage. Another pretty good throw, though, really. I mean, there wasn't a lot of room for that ball to land where it did.
No.
Yeah, and Kyle did a good job flying over there, you know, just getting the receiver's face a little bit, put some pressure on him, they can drop the ball.
That looked like a fade out, where the outside receiver, the one closest to the sidelines, did a fade, and then the inside receiver did about a 10-yard out. And that's one of the toughest things for a safety to cover.
Yeah, pick your poison.
Out. Yeah, it's very, very hard to cover. Kyle Bryant did a great job there.
So trips to the right. 4th and 12. Huge play. Biggest play of the second half right here. Momentum shifter if we can get a stop. Designed rollout. He's got plenty of room.
Stop.
And nice hit.
Nice play.
That was Greg Alley right there. That's that strength coming into play.
That was a great play.
Greg Alley will flat out hit you.
Yeah,
I remember. And he's got that surfer boy look a little bit. I mean, he's just a cool kid.
He just cut his hair.
Did he just did? All right. He used to remind me of Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont.
Him and Bennett Levy, if you remember him.
Yeah, both of those guys. Huge play by Greg Alley.
Yeah,
huge play.
Just as goofy, too.
As you can see, he's getting a lot of love on the sideline.
Yeah,
You're right, he does have short hair. I don't recognize you,
That's
Greg.
a great play.
Heck of a play. He's going to play in the blue-gray game later this year. That's why.
I remember him playing on offense while I was starting defense, and he would just go hard. He'd hit you, and it was.
Yeah, he didn't want to juke you. He wanted to run.
He would run through you.
So Spencer in the empty set with trips. And he's going to dial it deep on the post pattern, and it's complete. And look out to the 15, to the 10. Good night, touchdown.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful pass, beautiful catch by Q. That looked like just a little bit of a kind of like a dig route, a little bit of a bend maybe.
Well, if we get this on a replay, Q looked surprised that ball got to him.
I didn't think it would.
Because it looked like
stops for a second. It's like,
so let's watch this on the replay because it looked like one of the defenders had a shot at it, and Q's like, "Oh, there's the ball."
Hit him right in the top right shoulder.
Yeah, right there.
Oh,
so you saw the defender. He thought he was going to get it.
That's a beautiful throw.
So just like that, high snap, but good job by the holder to get that down,
job,
and it's good.
21, 45, 44, 21? Yeah, 44,
yep.
21.
That's a nice job by the holder. Who's that, 18? That's the backup quarterback.
Right there.
Yeah, Zach Faturos, senior, 5'11", 140. Great job to get that down. So here we are. We doubled them up, guys, 45-21. And let me remind you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the number 2 ranked team in 6A, according to Max Preps, according to AZ Republic. So after tonight, if we can hang on to this, there's only one team to take down. Now that's going to be a tough one. That's Chandler, ranked number 8 in the country right now. But you know what? We're proving that we can. That's a good defense we're playing tonight, guys.
Yeah.
And we've rung up 45. We haven't even gotten to the fourth quarter yet.
Yeah, we used to have this kind of, I think Pinnacle had this kind of, monkey on our back when we played Chandler, Hamilton, and these guys.
Valley.
Just always come up short a little bit. But, last year I think we did a good job coming up and saying, you know what, we know we can beat you guys. So I think the attitude's going to carry over, and I think they're going to pull one off this year.
With all respect to every team prior that I've seen with Pinnacle, this team is the most talented on paper that I think I've ever seen. Now, what they do with it's going to be up to them. But the talent is insane. And here we go, short kick down to the 22-23.
Stay right side.
And he's got a little bit of a crease. Nice job, good stick.
Zupke.
Plays Zupke again. He's been a beast on kickoff tonight, hasn't he? I mean, a beast.
He's being technical. He's staying home. He's not trying to chase the ball too much.
That was a great hit.
That's a great hit. That's the second. I mean, I think he tackled the first kickoff, and that's his second that I remember.
He's a 3-sport athlete, guys. I think he took 4th in state in the javelin throw last year, if I read that correctly.
He was also on the
the state championship basketball team. Yeah, so just a great all-around athlete.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 from Fort Perry from the 33. Same formation. Trips with the shotgun, single back. And they're going to keep looking to feed. I don't know if they're reading the linebackers or what they do, but there it is. There's the handoff. Same exact thing through the hole and to the 50 to the 45-yard line. They've been doing the same thing the entire game with that. They're seeing something because the hole that they go through, it's always between the guard and the tackle.
Yeah.
Right over the guard.
It looks like they're pulling the right guard or right tackle, and they're just, or maybe even both, I'm not too sure without seeing the replay. But they're getting around the edge and they're sealing the edge. The outside receiver sealing our corner. It's a really tough play.
Yeah, now you can see with the replay they had there. But, all right, here we go. Purdy again. They're going to go right back to it. Same exact play.
The guard.
That's the kind of thing, you're up 45-21. But that's the kind of thing next week in film, as you guys know.
Yeah.
You dial it up and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Somebody in the future is going to try that on us again. Here's what we're going to do to stop it.
Well, what they're doing is they're getting one of the outside guys, and they're just turning their bodies, just getting in front of them. That's what's giving those running backs space to make some plays.
Well, and he's a good back too.
Yeah,
he's a better back than we'll see most of the season, for sure. So it brings up a 2nd and 5. Overall, though, to hold these guys to 21 points so far.
Same play.
Yep, right over the left side.
That's
and
killing us.
Going to be good for about another 9 yards.
Brandon, I don't know what to do to stop that. What do you think?
It's easy to be an armchair quarterback, guys. Yeah, it is. You just, well, it comes down to schemer players.
I think our defense is a little tired, too. You know, they just had that long drive. Offense scored quick. You know, we just got to get really physical down there.
Right. And sometimes you got to tip your hat to the guys on the other side going, they're just pretty good at that play.
That's a good play. It's been killing us all night.
Well, keep in mind, okay, so number 74 from their team, that big left tackle, that kid, when they keep doing that play, I mean, he is an absolute beast. He's got offers from everywhere. Yeah, he's got ASU, Boise State, you know, Central Florida, Nevada, Oregon State, San Diego State, Syracuse. He's got everybody after him.
Yeah.
Well, so at the end of 3, folks, 45-21 Pinnacle. And let's go back to some sponsor shout-outs, make sure we get everybody in here. Tropical Snow is a trade sponsor. Experience the Tropical Snow difference, where every tropical snow is handcrafted the way you want. Enjoy pure bliss from the first bite to the last. Let it snow with Tropical Snow, located at 4001 East Bell on the corner of Bell and 40th Street. And let's go back again to our biggest sponsor, our championship sponsor, Hayes Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. It pays to call Hayes, the last HVAC company in Phoenix you will ever need. The most dependable provider of quality-driven air conditioning, service, repair, and maintenance in the Greater Valley. Visit them at www.hayescoolingandheating.com for details. All right. All right, boys. Fourth quarter. What's the old saying? Here's where all the conditioning and everything pretty much pays off. And you're okay. So you're up 24 points, but that's a dangerous team on the other side. You got to keep the pedal down.
You can't let up at all. If you let up at all, you give them a little bit of room on one play, and it happens again. It's just you can't let up at all in the fourth quarter. Games are win and lost in this quarter.
Yeah, for sure. Fourth quarter is where you make your money. So, you know, Pinnacle's got to finish strong here. They can't take their foot off the brake or gas, and you know, just finish strong here.
So we've got in the shotgun, going to roll to his right, complete to the big tight end down to the 32-yard line.
So that was a nice tackle or nice hit by Trevor Crawford, getting low on that big tight end right there.
So shout out to one of my normal broadcast partners, Rich Piper, who's not here right now. He remembers his son's senior year when Andrew was there, and Andrew had the Stay Lit.
Lit D.
Lit D, Stay Lit, boys. He remembered that, Andrew. So ball's bobbled and incomplete. So explain that. That was just to keep everybody fired up, right?
Yeah, it begun, I think,
Mountain Point game.
Was it Mountain Point?
Yeah, one of the receivers there was like, all right, guys, let's get lit. And we started saying that to mock him a little bit, and it just stuck. So
I remember when we played Sandra Day O'Connor, someone would hit someone, and we would all just fly in screaming at the top of our lungs, just screaming, and we all get up and hit helmets, and it was like that was probably one of the most fun games I've ever played in, was Sandra Day O'Connor 2 years ago.
It's funny how some of those games just stick with you forever.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, 3rd and 9, folks. 24-point lead, 11:32 left in the game. And here goes Purdy back. Pump fakes. He's going to try to take off and run for it. We've got some speedy backers. Are they going to get there? Oh, fumble.
Out of bounds.
Fumble Ryan. Fumble Ruski.
Fumble Ruski.
Now, do they give him forward progress on that fumble?
I don't think it doesn't look like it.
Because it was close. Well, they're going to give it to him anyway. Quick shout out. I just got a text from Matt Kelly in Ohio. So good to hear from you. Glad to see you guys are doing good. Or actually, Matt Higgins. Matt Kelly. It's Matt Higgins. What am I saying? So 1st and 10. And what are we looking at here? They've got to hurry. If they've got any shot, they've got to hurry. And
here's that play again.
Yeah, and right up the middle. This time they're going to get 6 out of it.
Ooh, nice play there.
So, unless they got him down, did they somehow bring him down before? No, that's a touchdown.
It's like Jaden Burns, number 40.
I'll tell you what, he's picked up a lot of yards on us, but, you know, so that's going to bring it 45-27. 11:16 remaining.
I think we should go back to the ground and pound a little bit.
Yeah, we need to give our defense a little rest.
Yeah, most definitely. Hang on to the ball, run the clock down.
Unless Spencer
fires off
water, right? 60-yard bomb.
I don't know they had time to get water last time. So.
Yeah, that was the one thing I did not like about playing with Spencer is he could go out there and score in one play, and I got to be back on the field in 2.
Yeah, you haven't even taken your helmet
Yeah,
off.
I haven't even gotten a water bottle yet, and we already scored.
Man, another touchdown? Come on, guys.
I'm on the sidelines
Yeah.
hyperventilating, and
get
they're celebrating
frustrating
for a
almost.
touchdown.
Your own team score will get a little frustrating.
I go back to how mind-boggling it is that you get a guy like Lewerke, whose Heisman, talk with him, and then you follow it with Spencer, #1 ranked quarterback in the country, and you got a kid underneath him that's going to be really good next year. He's already got offers
JD.
from U of A and CU.
Yeah.
Do you know how rare it is for a high school to get just one D1 quarterback in a span of 10 or 15 years?
Yep.
You go back to back to back. It's insane.
I think it's crazy that, Spencer's fantastic. He's great. But JD, being a backup quarterback, hasn't played a varsity game yet, and he's already
He's a
getting
player.
a U
I
of
saw him
A
play on
offer.
JV. And here's the deal. You know how it is now. You go to camps if you're a QB.
Yeah.
They see enough, and they also recognize who he's behind.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes JD better a little bit too, and even Spencer, even though they weren't in school at the same time, but he was
Right.
watching Brian a little bit. And, they kind of pick up more stuff as they go.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So what makes me wonder if they're going to go for 2 here, guys. They're 18 points down. So, well,
Looks
no,
like
why
it.
would they? Or are they?
No, it looks like they are.
Okay. Trying to do the math and figure out what the thinking is, but, well, I get it. So now you go down 16, you're only 2 scores down. So it makes sense. So Purdy got motion over to the right. It's going to be a quick swing pass. Great play
Nice
from the
tackle.
linebacker position or
Trevor
safety?
Crawford.
Was that Crawford that came
Yep.
up? That boy, Trevor. That's a nice job from the
That's a
safety.
beautiful tackle. Beautiful play.
It really
That's
is.
huge.
From the safety position to come up and make that hit, that is a nice job.
It stops the points, but it also does not help their morale over on the other side, on Perry's side.
No.
When you get stopped on an extra point, it doesn't feel good. So that's a great play.
So now we've got an 18-point lead with 11:16 to go.
Attention, folks, we have a lost child.
You know, our schedule this year, folks, if you want to kind of get an idea of what's coming up here, we've got next week we are going to be
Playing
Mountain Point at home. And Mountain Point is ranked 4th in the state. So here tonight we get the #2 ranked team. We're number 3. Next week we get the #4 ranked team. So that's a really difficult way to start the season, but it's good.
Yeah.
It gives you a measuring mark of where you are and where you need to be, because if we take care of business in this 4th quarter and then we can get a W next week, that is a humongous statement. There's no question we're at least a #2 team in the state from that perspective.
Yeah, Zupke really likes to have a really even schedule. Hard teams like one every super hard team, one every 2 or 3 weeks. So we're not going into playoffs playing the lower ranked teams. So we're ready for playoffs.
Yeah, because you want to know what it's like to play against that caliber of competition.
Yeah,
they get battle tested, if you will. So back deep, you got some numbers for me, boys? Is it
Q again for sure. And,
Q and Juntman again?
Goodlow. I think that's Goodlow back there.
And they're going to squib it. Who's going to go to?
Pick it up.
Well,
That's
we're
beautiful.
going to have a little bit of room here. To the 30, to the 35. Makes a
that-
nice little room up to the 40, to the 42-yard line. Nice return. And that's, Kenzie rolling.
Kenzie roll. I thought it was rolling.
Yeah, good boy,
Kenzie.
Kenzie. He's 5'11", 180-pound junior.
Yeah.
He's a track star too. I don't know exactly what event he does, but I know he had to miss a lot of spring ball past few years to do track because he was competing in state.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a very athletic kid. I remember seeing him as well coaching in Festival when I was coaching them in middle school. We saw him blazing fast, just an athlete.
He's chiseled too.
Yeah, he is. He's
like he was
peak
sculpted.
physical shape.
Chiseled. All right, Spencer in the gun. We've got twins to the right. And tried to throw the screen pass, but he was being
That's a forward pass.
Yeah, it was an incomplete pass, but the receiver was being, I don't want to say interfered with, I'm going to use a better adjective. He was being mauled by the defensive end. So how do you not
I don't know if that's considered
interfere? No,
interference
because it's behind the line. There
Yeah.
you go. All right, that's fine. Well, he was. He had no chance to catch that because the guy was all over. So the screen doesn't work. Bring up a 2nd and 10. We're 1 for 3 on drives in the second half. First half, we were, I think, 5 for 5, 6 for 6, getting points on the board. This time we're going to go with trips to the left. Motion. And Spencer just going to look down. Great protection by the line.
Beautiful.
Wide open, complete to the 42, to the 40, down to the 35, up to the 32-yard line.
Marcus Libman, I believe, number 3. Yeah.
First game starting on varsity. He's had some nice catches.
Yeah.
A couple he'd want back, but, to be expected when it's your first time starting.
He's also a basketball star, I believe.
He was on that same state championship team? Yeah. Well, they did it in basketball. Now they got to do it in football.
Got to follow up in football. That'd be awesome.
Well, if you think about it, so Chandler won it all. Everybody's talking Chandler. We put 52 on him last year, guys, in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Our offense is going to score on anybody. I don't care who it is. So, motion. This time it's ground and pound.
He's got room. Ooh. That safety really came up with his helmet.
Good running, but the blocking was really nice on that.
Yeah, beautiful.
Boys up front, fourth quarter. That's when the O-line likes to eat. It's fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It's like, let's take this game over. That's when they're raising their hand going, come on, coach. We'll take it over.
Yeah. We're saying run the ball.
Yeah. We'll pound it down their throat. Put them away. So Twins right. A dart.
Beautiful.
Complete down
Jack
to
Jepson.
Jack Jepson. Okay, so that's a 10-yard out pattern. But just what do you, hey Braden, what's that sound effect? There it is.
It's the laser beam coming in.
I mean, I don't care if you've got blanket coverage. When a ball comes zipping in like that, it's so hard to defend.
It really is.
It's actually kind of hard to catch, too, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's coming there so fast, you got to be ready. That's why it really shows how good our receivers are, honestly.
Yeah. That's why you boys played defense, right?
Yep. Exactly.
Give it more time.
I played receiver.
Speak for yourself. Yeah, great hands for a lineman. So it's going to be a fake. Spencer's going to run it, and he's over
horse
to
collar.
the 10. Come on now.
That was a beautiful read.
We're going to call that? Nope, there's no horse collar. All right, good enough.
Still got a good job driving forward, though.
That's only the second time Spencer's ran that I've seen.
Yeah. I think that's the second time, maybe third.
Second or third.
That was a design or a read option right there. He would read the D end and pull the ball depending on where the D end's going. And it was a good read, good run. Picked up first down.
As a defensive end, Braden, trying to stop that read option with Spencer.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not
I couldn't imagine.
And that's one of those where you got to be calm and keep your leverage because he'll make you miss and he's a good athlete.
Make you look foolish.
Yeah.
This time they're going to give it over to Q on a left around and end around, I guess. Not a lot of room there. He's going to bring up second.
It's like a loss of maybe half a yard.
Yeah, 2nd and 5, 10:02, tick-tock. I mean, we're up 18 points. So they'd have to score 3 times to get back in this thing. So I think, Mike Brown taking his time. No reason to be in a hurry here. Congratulations to Coach Brown, by the way. I didn't know that until this week when I saw it. Hall of Fame. Coach's Hall of Fame.
He really deserves it.
That's awesome. It really is. Motion with Brady. Spencer play action. He's going to hit the edge this time. He may run this one in. He is. That's going to be 6 for number 2. Touchdown, Pinnacle. Spencer Rattler. And that's going to make it 51-27. We just hung 50 on the second-ranked team, guys. That's a good feeling.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
That there's great. I don't care who you are. So Spencer coming off here.
I miss nights like
that's
these.
Libner. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding? Friday Night Lights?
No better feeling.
100%. And did we get it? We did.
Yeah.
He's still good for the entire game. Nice job. They almost got to that one.
Yeah.
But good job by Jansen Malvik, Jr. Long tradition of really good kickers in this program.
Yeah.
You had Ben Sweet, then you got McGuire, followed up with Veach. Yeah, I mean, just really good kickers that come through here. Quarterbacks, kickers, I mean.
We got it all.
Yeah. Well, so here we are, 52-27, 9:27 left in the game. And you know what we didn't do before, and I'm going to give a shout-out to them. It's the Pinnacle Spirit Line sponsors. The Spirit Line, they do a great job.
They do.
Colette's Uniforms, the Seebeck team, In-N-Out Burger, Stieg and Woodle Orthodontics, Raider, Sheldon, and Stoutner, American Valet Company, and Santucci Orthodontics, along with Fushi Day Spa, Mathnasium, Dr. Jerome Riddle, Cosmetics and Family Dentistry, the Best IRS, Insurance Recruiting Company, and Cambridge Properties. So thank you for being a Spirit Line sponsor. And a gigantic shout out again to the championship sponsor, Hayes Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, along with the touchdown sponsor, Marley's, as well. We'll all be at Marley's after this. It's the place to be and to be seen. I got to give 5 high school girls a ride home first. But
Jeez. Good luck.
here we go. And it's going to be a little bit more of a poocher. Going to be
bit
fielded
harder.
at the 25, though. It's the return guy that got it, so that's a little dangerous.
Nice hit again.
Good
Is that
tackle.
no, it's not.
The 27.
7. Cooper Dirk,
Here you go, Cooper. It's a name I haven't.
junior.
Yeah.
Linebacker.
I haven't called him out before. 6'1", 185 pound. Very solid.
We start tackling like that, the rest of the game is going to get real out of hand.
All right, 25 points, guys. It's now a 4-possession game. And there's only 9:24 on the clock. But you got the number 2 ranked team in the state, so we'll see if we see some substitutions coming soon or if they're going to keep the same guys in. You got let's see here. So Purdy's going to be in the shotgun, twins right. Play action. He's going to go down the middle, and he does have a guy open, but he dropped
That's
it.
right there.
So
That's Clay Zupke on the play.
yep, Clay was back there.
Beautiful play, Clay.
So Clay Zupke on the coverage, got his, he jumped the route, tried to get the pick off. So nice job by Clay. Bring up a 2nd and 10. These guys are going to put up a lot of points this year, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, honestly, to hold them to 27 at this point, you got to tip your hat a little bit defense. They've been driving up and down the field on us, but the 2 early turnovers were gigantic.
And against the number 2 team in the state, like,
Yeah.
this is supposed to be the number 2, we should be able to handle a lot of these other teams.
Well, yeah, you would think. So Purdy buying himself some time.
Beautiful job by our DBs.
Yeah.
Beautiful job. What they're trying to do there is kind of overload our corner on the far side. Looks like they have 3 receivers rolling out to the right, going upfield. The furthest one in the back is going to do a little comeback route. It's really tough for a defender to cover that. I haven't really seen what the other 2 receivers are going to do, but they're trying to overload that side of the field while booting to that side. It's a tough play, but great job covering everyone, making them run out of bounds.
Purdy's he's got some pretty good feet, too. It makes it even harder.
Yeah.
So he steps up into the pocket. Yep, here he goes again. He's going to buy some time and throws across his body, completes it. I tell you what, I'm impressed with this kid. For a junior QB,
Yeah.
I'm impressed. We're going to see, he's going to, I don't know, we'll see what the quality QBs we play later on in the year. But from what I've seen, this he's good.
Yeah.
What I'm surprised with, when he takes off with the ball, he looks pretty fast. I don't know why Perry's not putting that in their offense a little more.
Yeah, it's his first high school start, too. So,
Yeah, true.
They're probably, letting him settle in a bit.
Yeah, they're really going to start slinging it now.
Yep, play action, complete.
Nice hit.
There you go, Kyle.
Nice hit. Get him down right at the catch.
Kyle Bryant, number 11, I had the pleasure of coaching him when he was a sophomore, and he was at camp with us in California with your senior year.
Oh.
And I knew then. I mean, the kid had the size, and he was just athletic, and you knew he was really going to progress, and he has nicely. He's a good safety.
Yeah.
Has a knack for big plays.
Yeah.
Fumbles. He causes and recovers a lot of fumbles.
Yeah.
So Perry with the first down. Looked like they moved early, but that's going to be an almost interception. Hey, Braden, lineman's dream, right?
Flashback right there, yep.
That's how you got your interception, right?
81 or 31?
Shane Sunday right there.
That's Shane?
Yep.
So they're going to give Shane a little harder time. He's a tight end. He's supposed to catch that.
I played tight end last year, but it was just a block, so.
You're on the meat squad, right?
Yeah.
Brings up a 2nd and 10. And, well, they got the handoff off.
Nice hit by 37. Sean Borkowski, I believe.
Was that Borkowski that's in there? Okay, yeah. So you got some
37. That was a beautiful play.
Grabbed the back of that jersey and just pulled him right back.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You've seen a lot of the second teamers, in here right now. At this point in the game, it makes a lot of sense. The game's in hand, and from what I've heard, there's not a huge drop-off. I mean, there's some pretty good players.
I mean, yeah, we got, I think we have a new rotation of linebackers in right now. They're doing great right now. Don't know. I think we're rotating a little bit at the D line.
Well, yeah, is that Cooper Dirk, 27, in at the mic, a middle linebacker? I think it is. So Purdy, play action. He's going to come up. He's got a little bit of a rush in his face. And
beautiful.
Beautiful
Oh,
play.
my goodness.
That's Omlick right there.
Is that Junton?
Yeah, Junton.
He got shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, he did. He's really fast.
So, Steve, if we can get a replay on this, you guys talk about what the linebacker, when they see something like that, and you got the wheels to pull it off, he's starting to scramble. It's like
that's a tough play. He's been struggling with it all night. Not struggling, but it's a tough play for him because they're gonna have. I think they're gonna have a receiver right behind him. And when they're, I don't know about this play, but they've been doing it all night. They're going to have a receiver right behind him, and he's got to choose if he wants to cover the receiver or he wants to go after the quarterback. And it's putting him in a tough position, but he did well there.
Yeah, beautiful. Brings up a 4th and 15. Great job, D. A lot of the players just now getting in the game, and they forced 4th and 15. That's finished the deal. Well, he's got a little bit of room. From the backside pressure, they're going to take him down, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
That's Shane Sunday, 81?
Woo, I don't know. Let's get the number.
Shane Sunday.
Yep. There you go, Shane. He's a little upset he didn't get that pick earlier. So
he's making it up for a sack.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, so turnover on downs. Nice job, boys. Man, I love it. 25-point lead, 7 minutes left over a team that was ranked higher than us. Coming in. I think the entire state of Arizona and our entire schedule is going to watch this film and look at the 52 that we got against a pretty good defense and go, wow, ruh-roh.
Yeah.
Buckle down.
It'll be interesting to see what Richard Obert puts in his report next week.
Well, if Scooby-Doo were a defensive coordinator, you know what Scooby would say?
You do a good Scooby impression. I like it. Very good.
Thanks, Andrew. All right, here we go. So, is this, oh, here we go. JD's in.
He's going to take a timeout.
So, into the game is number 10, JD Johnson, quarterback, 6'1", 195, junior. Folks, he's already got offers by the University of Arizona and CU, Colorado University.
Colorado State, actually.
Is it CSU? Okay, thank you.
Oh, it is?
So, CSU and the U of A. So, you think this kid can play?
Oh, yeah.
The offense will probably be just as good right now, to be completely honest with you.
He's a little different. He's a big kid. He's, what, 6'3", 6'4"? He's got good size on him.
He's a little bit more of a pocket passer.
Yeah, definitely.
But
I mean,
he's 6'2".
Like I said earlier, when we coach Festival, I mean, we get to see the players coming in, and me, Will, and Terry Jansen, we all looked at each other and said, this kid's going to be something special. It's tough he's coming up behind Spencer, but he's a special quarterback. Like Brayden said, he's really a pocket passer. Not saying that he can't run, but he's really comfortable in the pocket. He's got a beautiful arm. I'm excited to see what he'll do.
Here's this double wing, double tight formation, almost like a Pop Warner type thing when the kids are in 5th grade that you see. And it worked really well last year. Here's a quick pitch over to the right-hand side, and it's working well again. Up for about an 8-yard gain is, got a number?
Goodlow,
is that Maddie still in there?
I think so.
So they took Spencer out, and they've kept a lot of the other first-teamers in to give JD some looks, with the first-teamers. And I'll tell you what, that formation last year, I really had fun watching.
We set a school record with it. We set scored the most amount of points in one game.
With that,
if they do that this year,
it was Desert Mountain,
they could
wasn't
break
it?
again. Yeah.
Yeah, they ran that the entire game. Pinnacle did last year.
Yep.
But you think about the pressure it puts on a defense. It's old school.
Yeah.
I don't know if you call it the double wing T. That's an old school look, but.
Brown takes the playbook every week. So this week he'll take his playbook and basically throw it out. Brand new one next week. He's unpredictable.
I love that.
That's a beautiful play.
Nice job up the middle. And I think
Alonzo Maya.
Alonzo Maya, the starting Mike linebacker, getting some touches at the running back.
Beautiful.
And man, did he just turn it on. 6-yard line. How many running backs does this squad have? Holy cow.
A lot.
So you got Goodlow, you got Caleb who can do it, you got Junton that can do it, and look what Maya just did. Man.
Is this still their starting defense? I believe.
It's a good question. Yeah, I didn't know if they.
I don't know if they rotated in at all. But
so Matty Goodlow and Spencer
good.
are done for the night, and you got JD and Alonzo getting some touches. Junton's in there.
Now Goodlow's still in.
Oh, is Matty over there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got the double wing is Junton and Goodlow. And another handoff to Maya, and Maya's going to get in for a touchdown. This has turned into a blowout, folks.
I remember going to watch one of his freshman year, and we just saw him lower his shoulder, and I said, he's going to be on varsity here soon.
I'll be curious to see what Max Preps does, because we were at 163 in the nation. They were at 158. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see how much we actually spike. You know, and heading into that fourth game against Jay Sarah in California. Well, Mount Point. We got to get through Mount Point next week. That's the big one.
That's a big game. Extra
point is good. So we get one more through. And Malvik, he hasn't missed tonight, has he, guys?
No.
All right. Good job, kid.
Seems like the wind's died down a little bit.
Yeah, it's calming down. The flag doesn't have any movement at all anymore. So
perfect.
59-27. Doubled them up. 5:43 left. Special teams. Coordinator Eric Ardall. Like everything else, I'm sure there's the ones and a twos, and probably expect another pooch kick, I would think. Going to be an exciting year, guys. Again, I've been around this program since 2011, and it seems like I say this almost every year, but really on paper and from what I've just seen on the field, this is the most dominating performance we've ever had against a team ranked this high.
Yeah.
Ever in the school's history. I mean, it's impressive. It's incredibly impressive. Before they just hand the state championship trophy to Chandler, I think we might have something to say about that. So here's the kick. Fielded at the 12.
Right
up to the 20, 25. Got a little bit of a crease up to the 30, 35, and taken out about the 36-yard line.
It's like a tackle from Thans Dixon.
Was Thans in there?
Number
Good.
4.
All right, Thans Dixon on the tackle. A lot of experience on varsity, Thans has. So, got some new guys. As you see new names and numbers coming in, feel free to call them out on the roster. You'll know a lot of the guys.
Cameron Tardio's coming in at quarter right here.
Okay.
His brother Keaton used to play with Andrew and I.
He's number 6, right?
Yeah, down at the bottom here.
Okay. Then we'll call out some of the others here in a bit.
Oh yeah, I played with his brother my junior year.
And another
Keaton.
So they still have, interesting. They've kept Purdy in. The game's pretty much out of hand, but they're going to keep swinging for the fence till it's over. So who we got? Number 74. That is, let's see, Jackson Kelly at defensive end.
Is that Michael Rossi, I think, in 91?
Yep, that's our D lineman.
D guard, defensive guard.
We got Crawford and Zupke in at the safety positions. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle in that same hole. He's got room again. And he's finally taken down at about the 44. Who took him down? That was on the other side, guys. It's hard to see number 8. So that would be
Kenji Rowland.
Oh, Kenji Rowland. So he's a corner. Okay. For linebackers, you still have, you got Cooper Dirk in, number 27. And he's the Mike, middle linebacker. Shotgun. Quick throw. And
there's like a little bit of miscommunication there.
Well, the receiver was blocking and the QB read pass.
Yeah.
So
miscommunications.
Happens once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
So 37. And we've also got Borkowski, like you said, in another linebacker position. And 35 would be Andrew Brooks in at linebacker. Quick throw over to the right. It's going to be complete and taken down at the 42-yard line. Yeah. That was good tackling. So you had Clay, you see that was Crawford and Dirk in on the tackle. Trips formation, 450 and counting, folks. And another handoff over the middle, that same play that keeps killing us. And taken down, looked like, was that Clay Zepke on the tackle, safety?
Number 25, the ball carrier.
No, 25, or sorry. Maybe it is Clay.
Trying to get a number. It gets hard at this point in the game.
35.
35, so that would have been
Andrew
Brooks. Andrew Brooks on the tackle.
Lost like a team.
And this time Purdy's going to throw. He's going to dial up the deep fade over the middle. And good coverage by Clay.
No way.
That can't be interference. Seriously?
It might be offensive, but
no. Oh, really?
That's ridiculous.
That's Sorry, that's not a good call. At least from what I could see, guys.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I would agree. Unless they saw, was there something that before the ball was in? Yeah, but if the ball's not in the air.
They were.
Let's take a look at the replay.
It was physical, definitely, but
yeah, let's take a look at the replay.
It wasn't initiated by Zupke. It's not going to show it.
Yeah, it's not a good call.
Yeah, that's horrible.
That's good coverage, is what that is. So, well, sometimes you get good calls, sometimes you don't.
I know Zupke will. He's not upset about that. It was beautiful coverage. He did what he should have, and that's just a bad call.
Listen, I played safety and I coached safeties, and that was good coverage.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
So here we go. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and looks like a rugby scrum, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to move forward for maybe another 3-4 yards down about the 8-yard line.
Number 25, Peyton Hill on the carry, 6 foot, 190.
Yeah, he's another one. I'm telling you, they've got athletes.
Yeah, they do.
Don't let this score fool you. This is a good football team.
Yeah, they are.
It should make you excited about how good we can be.
Definitely.
That's what it should do. I mean, we haven't played a perfect game. We've had some mistakes, but, man, we look good. And he's going to scramble around. Got some pressure. Houdini got out of that somehow. Not sure how. Down to the 4. Boy, Purdy, he shook off 3 or 4 tackles there.
He
I
did.
have no clue how he pulled that off. But in any event, it's going to bring up a 3rd and call it 3 from the 4-yard line. 3:30 left and counting. 32-point lead. Gotta like the sound of that. All right, boys. I'd like to see these guys keep them out here, would you?
Yeah.
Good experience for them. So it's going to be handoff up the middle, and that's going to be 6. Yeah. Kid's a beast. Man, he is. Yeah, that's another running back. Yeah, Peyton Hill. Yeah, 6 foot 190. He's a good-sized kid.
Yeah.
So Perry makes it a little bit closer. It's 59-33. Boy, I'll tell you what, prediction on the year of what we average per game on points. We just put 59 up on Perry. Think about it. And last year there was some ridiculous scores. That we put
It's a 30-40 game at least.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I would say about 40.
I think you're way low, man.
You think so?
I think we were going to average 50 points a game this year. Wow. I do. I really do. We'll see.
I'm interested to see how it goes.
Our undefeated JV team last year, I don't think there was a game within 30 points all year.
Yeah, that's true.
So
and that's against quality competition, too.
At all schools, all those kids are coming up, and we're going to.
Well, that's why, we're hearing a lot of names that maybe weren't as familiar last year on varsity. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, that JV went undefeated last year against the Chandlers and against all the tough competition we played on varsity. They ran the table.
Yeah, and JV runs like a mesh practice with us, so they're going against varsity guys every time getting reps. So when they come up here, they're ready.
So you not only have how strong the returning varsity players are, and they're strong, you have all those kids coming up. So listen, why not us this year? If the kids work hard, there's a shot. And I know Chandler's good, but guess what? They can be beat. I mean, Perry was within a touchdown of them last year in the state championship game. So Purdy's going to throw. This time it's a nice corner route. Good coverage. That really was nice coverage.
Yeah,
step for step.
Number 6, Kenji.
Is that Kenji rolling?
Yep.
Showing off some good speed.
Not 6.
You know, I mean, he had him blanketed.
That's why he's a track star right there.
Never hurts, does it?
Number 8.
A lot of our two-sport athletes really, kill. You got Spencer and Kenji.
Yeah.
We got a lot of guys play 2 sports.
Well, I know Q and Quentin Powell and
track.
Ran track. Dan's jumps and runs track.
We got a lot of basketball players.
A lot of basketball players, definitely. We got a lot of athletes over here.
What's impressive about that is at a school this size, you guys know how competitive it is.
Oh, yeah.
In all sports. And
especially in 6A, too.
Yeah. And what's crazy is, like my daughter's a sophomore. Her freshman class had 832 kids. It sounds pretty big, right?
It's bigger every year,
yeah. That's not even close to the size of these East Valley schools.
Yeah.
They have like 4,500 kids in some of these high schools. 5,000 kids. It's insane.
It's like a community college almost.
All right, so kick return out here. Probably expecting the onside. In fact, it looks like Coach Ardall's got the hands team in there. There's 7 guys up front.
Hands cream.
And Yeah, it's exactly what he does. Well defended,
Beautiful.
boys. Nice job. Well defended. So that's, let's see, 27.
Drick, I think, right?
Cooper Dirk, yeah, the linebacker.
Let's see who's going to be the workhorse for right now, the running back.
That's a good question. I mean, at this point, it's one drive left in the game, right?
Yeah.
So, and that double wing formation might be the go-to when we're protecting a good lead, just to pound the ball. See the replay here. This is a great job. You know, we got 7 guys up, so they just try to go over that first level, and boom, great play.
Good play.
I think the respectful thing to do right here is going to be, run the ball out. But man, I really want to see JD throw it a little bit.
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
give us a little taste.
Yeah. Looks like
He's got a rocket arm, I've heard.
Looks like Andrew Brooks, 35, is going to be the workhorse for right now. We're just going to run the clock out. Start the buses and get on home.
Yeah, nice cut. Good 2-3 yard gain. How about the boys up front? We got some new linemen to shout out to, guys. Hard to see the numbers.
Yeah.
Especially when you're old and decrepit and blind like me.
I think we got 73, that's first number. Spencer Ponce, tackle, 6'1", 240.
Nice. Junior.
Looks like 68. Harrison Cooper, guard and D-tackle, 5'8", 215.
Good for him.
There's Noah Truxell in there at center, I think.
Is that Truxell? Yep.
Yeah, 50, right?
Good
yep.
call. And then I'm trying to figure out who the left guard and tackles
I think
are.
that's still Padway right now.
Oh, Padway? Okay.
Padway.
All right. Another long tradition of players in the program. Yeah.
I remember the old Pancake Padway on the podcast here.
That's right.
There we go.
So 66. You guys got a number for, or is it 68?
It's 68, 55.
Oh, Cooper. That's Cooper.
Jake Munn, I believe.
Okay.
If that's 55, I can't really see.
I see number 80 in receiver position. That's Harrison Nichols. And who else are we calling out here? We've got Cade Horton in, the tight end, number 13.
It's like the clock's messed up. We're trying to figure that out.
Yeah, at this point, you want to stay healthy. Get some reps for these guys.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. You remember what it was like when you were a backup, coming up through the system. You finally got in. It's fun. So JD under center. Give me a handoff. And just ball control. Good second effort. Got up to the 39. Well, folks, like we said to start this thing, hang on to the rails and put on your seatbelt. This is going to be a wild ride.
59-33. What a game. What an offensive game.
And
defensive.
What's amazing to me is this was supposed to be our second hardest team that we played on schedule. Now, Mountain Point, they're always tough.
Oh, yeah,
I guarantee
definitely.
you next week, they're tough.
I mean, we played them my sophomore, junior, and senior year.
JD gets to throw. Here we go. Uncorks the cannon.
No.
Oh, just a little bit much. You could see, though, with that throw, how smooth and fluid it was. He just put too much pepper on the biscuit.
That was beautiful. Just everything with JD. I think it was a 5-step, maybe. I think it was a 5-step drop. Fake a handoff. Someone's coming in his face. He set his feet through the ball. It's a little too much, but that's a great throw. Great mechanics. Great footwork.
You can see, the arm strength. You can see the arm strength.
I'm excited to see what he can do.
So we in the punt is that Johnson? Also?
JD also.
JD. So the two quarterbacks are your two punters. That's kind of fun.
They're both good at it too.
Well, that's what, and that's the way I know Ardall. Coach Ardall. Well, I'm sure he loves that. He's aggressive. When we coached, going back to way back in the day, we would kick onside every play. We recover 1 out of every 3. And it's at that age you couldn't kick deep anyway. Kids could go. But great job, both sides of the ball, guys. Offense, defense. All 3 phases of the game. Special teams. Just can't say enough about how I didn't think it'd be this big of a blowout.
I didn't think so either.
I figured it'd be about a 10 to 14.
I knew our offense would come to play. I knew our defense would come to play, but. Like you said, they said it was going to be our second hardest game, and if that's true, what does that tell about us?
Well, we got the potential to be really good.
Beautiful.
fair catch. That was a nice punt, wasn't it? End over end. And the hang time, you know, the great thing about that, there's no way. The kid had no time.
Oh, no. That was a beautiful punt.
If he doesn't fair catch that, he is going to get lit up like a firecracker.
For sure.
I think we did a great job today, too, playing all 4 quarters. You know, a lot of Pinnacle teams in the past, so, you know, we just pick one to take off, whether it's third or second or fourth sometimes, and they played a complete one. Even all the backups that came in did a good job, and you know, they wanted it. It was awesome.
Well, the third quarter was more of a stalemate for a while, you know, to start, but then we came alive. So, all right, boys, make a play here. 1:23 left. What are they going to do? They got a new QB in. I bet they probably do. Yes, they do. It's a handoff over to the right-hand side.
Sniper.
And yeah, what'd you call that?
A sniper. That's what Zupke always called it.
A sniper?
Yeah. When,
turf monster?
Yeah, turf monster, sniper, whenever
That's what got Christian Kirk in the Cardinals punt return last week.
Sniper.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that was first NFL touch. He almost took it to the house. That's insane.
Well, he did that at A&M the first time he touched.
Yeah, I know. That was crazy.
So.
Yeah, Zupke would always yell sniper in practice when someone would trip on their own shoes. And everyone would always hit the deck like in a push-up position, just like hiding.
Nice tackle, team tackle actually. That was Grimes on the carry, but who was in on that tackle? Nice job. Trying to see a number. Oh, that was Clay. Yeah. So Clay came up nice, filled the hole.
Yeah.
Really nice. So you got Bryant and Zupke in it at safety. Same corners from last time. You got Tardio and Benji. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle, that same dive play. This time, pretty good tackle. Did you guys catch the number? 27. Cooper Dirk.
Yep. Cooper Dirk. Good job.
Mouth gets a little dry up here after a while.
Yeah,
boys.
it definitely does. That's game.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, your Pinnacle Pioneers' first game of the season, 2018. To say that we brought the wood is an understatement. 59-33 against the number 2 ranked team in the state of Arizona. Well, they were. Yeah. Now it's going to be us. So
hopefully.
Fantastic game. I mean, there's things we can work on. You know, like that one formation. I'm sure the coaches are going to go into the room and figure it out. But you got to be happy with everything that they did. You know, and a special thank you to all of our sponsors again. And I'm going to give one more shout out to these guys because they're huge in terms of being able for this team to do what we do, you know, for the kids. And the championship level, highest level sponsors, Hayes Cooling, Heating and Plumbing, thank you. Touchdown sponsors, Marley's, thank you. Team captain sponsor is Coach to Help. The Big Blue sponsors are Angel Dentistry, Barbershop Jack, and Wright Toyota. Pioneer sponsors are AG Regenerative Medicine, or AZ Regenerative Medicine, Decalash, Clark Hill Legal and Professional Services, Grimaldi's, Mayan Pediatrics, Morgan Stanley, Premier Solar Solutions. Cold Beer and Cheeseburgers is the stadium sponsor, along with Humble Pie, Pain Consultants of Arizona. Trade sponsors are Arena Sports Grill, Upper Crust, Barrow's Pizza, Jamba Juice, NPX Auction, Storm Football, and Tropical Snow. Thank you all sponsors for that. And Andrew, Braden, you have a good time?
I had a blast.
Well, good.
It was a fantastic time. I love talking football, so
thanks for having us.
Oh, no, you're welcome. It's funny how it happened because Andrew's one of our close friends in the neighborhood. He's a close family friend of Andrew's. And I've seen him over there through the years, and we just happened to run into each other on Saturday right after we'd had the broadcast meeting going. We're going to need a little help with color commentary with Tim and Rich being gone. I'm like, Andrew, I got an idea. And he jumped on it. He's like, I'm in.
I've been all excited today.
Yeah, so you guys did a great job, by the way. I've been getting some texts. And ladies and gentlemen, next week, same place, same time, 4th-ranked team, Mountain Point, a team that's had our number most of the time on varsity. I don't know if we beat them yet. I don't think we have.
No.
So look for that to be a motivating factor. And, oh, hold on. If the camera's on this, folks, so I want these two to explain exactly what this is. It's a tradition at Pinnacle. Gentlemen, take it away.
So this is probably just kind of like a ritual. I don't know, like for me personally, I saw it as like, you know, you're coming in, and once you do this, like you're ready for battle, and once you do it at the end, you finish. So super fun.
Well, and you do it win, lose, or draw.
Yep.
It's
no
the same
matter
thing.
what.
It's about discipline, it's about organization, it's about respect, and it's a giant thing. So
Zupke will make us do this 5-6 times during practice. If
Yeah.
we get it wrong, do it again.
I remember.
Do it again. Do it again.
I remember. That's one thing I had to just take away when we were in California in camp. It's like, well, no, you haven't done it right yet. Keep going, boys.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, this is kind of cool. So anyway, congratulations, Pioneers. Job well done, and we're off to the races, folks. Put on the seatbelt.
Yeah.
And hang on to the rails because this ride's going to be fun. See you next week. Thanks so much.